Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Dirty 20 right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for today, and I'm so glad that you are able to witness the chaos that is this wonderful group. You guys are all giving me disgusted looks. It ought to be
Welcome to your penance.
it ought to be a very entertaining episode, as it always is. It's been a while since we had this group together, so it's exciting to get you guys another episode. Today's episode is number 15, so we're glad that you're joining us. A couple quick shout outs to some of our supporters and sponsors. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs for allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank Little Dragon Corp and our good friends at Cardboard Castle Games of Evans, Georgia. If you type in !Little Dragon in the chat, you'll get a quick link to their website where you can buy some really cool RPG gear and dice. And you can use the coupon code PROBONUS for 10% off of your order. Also, !CCG gets you a quick link to Cardboard Castle's website where you can order some really cool RPG and other gaming related things. If you're into Magic the Gathering, they have a ton of stuff with Magic the Gathering and a ton of Pokemon related stuff too. So if you're into the Pokemon trading card game, they've got a ton of stuff there on their website as well. So make sure you check them out and tell them we sent you. Quick, very brief recap. Our party's been spending a lot of time in this pirate town of Okrago on Scar Island that they traveled to. They have built quite a reputation thus far in a short 2 days. Been known to have robbed a few residences of materials, maps, magical weapons.
But do they really know it was us? They really know.
Yep, it's pretty sure, you know, the guy left you two in the room and then returned to find no more maps on his desk. It's
There's a lot of time that you can't prove it without reasonable doubt, so I don't think there's a trial.
So
I don't think this specific island would know what a trial is.
Yeah,
No, it's just
your trial. The trial was others being paid to visit you the very next day to try to get back their merchandise, which then you decided to go ahead and beat down. You threw one off of the dock into the water. While your captain just walked back onto the ship.
Not my problem.
It's called plausible deniability. My crew didn't do anything. I didn't see anything.
You guys visited Fishbones and Grub for a nice meal. You got scratches of the soft furniture. You got him drunk and got him to talk about his old mission, and got a lot of information from Scratches about how he was commissioned on a ship from Rodam to travel to some island that's infested with undead in search of another one of these stones that Willow has that you also picked up from Azrock, Skyreach Island. And you guys were basically turned in for the end of your second night, and what we're going to do today is we're going to pick up the morning of your third and final day. Probably about midday, your crew is supposed to arrive back at the docks to be able to disembark upon the next section of your adventure. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys, and so the story is told. You guys wake up early with the bright morning sun.
Is Pegleg on the dock? Does he have another leg?
You can't see Pegleg right now, because that's right, the goblins came back at the very end of the evening, wielding this massive chest that was filled with silver pieces, and the one said it had a gambling problem at the end of the episode, and they also had Pegleg's peg in their hands. Oh, and we did find there was another turtle that Silas befriended. Named
This
Marlin.
morning, Marlin and I are supposed to go train.
Okay.
On the beach, but beforehand, I want to talk to Obu and Kopik. Do either of you, we briefly discussed before going to bed last night, possibly changing the theme / color or name of the ship to try and
Yeah.
avoid more suspicion. Are you guys on board with that? We can try and find
Yeah.
out how much that might cost and how long it might take.
We should name it the
We're kind of-
Amethyst Desire.
If you want to, we'll consider it.
Fate. Amethyst
No, we're
Desire.
gonna drop the fate for sure. It's
And then one for
Not-
Fate.
Oh,
Amethyst Destiny.
ain't that guy who's looking for these things? Ain't he called the Ash King?
yeah. Please don't.
So
I
why
know where
don't
you're
we go
going.
with like an ash-colored, like a charcoalish
Oh,
thing.
are
and
we making
Okay.
the pearl, the black pearl?
the-
I thought you were
With
gonna
the
say
Black
something
Pearl,
about
No,
the
if
Ash
we-
King's demise or something.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that's actually probably really better. I was
Probably
sort of
not
thinking
good.
if we
That
go with his
guy.
colors, if it's he's Ash, we look like Ash. Maybe his people leave us alone.
Wait, but what's the banner color of Rodam? Because isn't the Ash King the king of Rodam? Oh God, am I confused now? Are they the same
No,
person?
you're good. That's
Okay,
it.
what are the
Well,
flag
you-
colors
you're
of
talking with-
Rodam?
You're talking with me, so it's possible.
Hey, Mr. Man that knows this area, what are our flag's colors on this land I've been living in the woods for all my life?
Topic is going to drop into a very detailed description of the barony where he resided and their flag.
Do they not have a big? Okay.
Well, if you guys remember right, Westbridge, I think their colors were like a reddish maroon color, like a deep red and a gold. Wasn't that the color of the signet or armor that you were given, Kopic?
And
I
threw
think so.
away.
Yeah, I think it was like a maroon and gold color that you don't wear anymore because you're now wearing that golden plate
Shiny
mail or
gold.
whatever. That shiny gold plate mail that you guys stole from the Jade Feather tribe.
What can I say? I like
We
being
don't
shiny.
Yeah, he dropped his nation's colors like a hat, ready to change to gold. So do we know that Rodam's colors?
I don't think you guys would know the Rodam's colors.
With my far traveler background, would I have seen it in the past?
Make a history check.
History.
Google it. Let's see.
I'll give you a roll for it since you have the far traveler background.
History. Starts with an H.
Now I gotta look at mine and see if I got anything that'll help us here.
Oh,
You know
you do know it. And it's strange that you've been hearing Kopic mention these colors because it is kind of a deep gray and red are Rodam's colors.
Okay. It must be confusing on the
paint it
battlefield
gray
if they were to fight.
kill
There's lots
people.
of grays and reds. Sure, let's deep gray and red. Let's go find someone that might give us a quote. On
Maybe I should stay out of that one.
yeah, it's fine. You do
That-
you.
That'd probably be Pete, and
I'll handle the ship. You do you.
I sort of ripped his leg off and gave it to some dogs and threw him in the.
I thought he sold chum. Does he also sideline and painting?
Oh, no, he was the guy in charge of the dock. So if anyone could tell us who we'd hire to deal with the painting, it would be the guy in charge of the dock, right?
Is there like a shady trim / body shop?
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
honestly,
Like
this
Los
is a
Santos?
problem that pirates have often. Is they like to change the colors of their ships because so that way other people don't like recognize their ship colors or something like that. So there's actually multiple groups stationed here in Ocragro that will do this exact work that you want done, Silas. And
Perfect.
basically you get about 3 quotes from these shady kind of groups of people. The cheapest one you get is 300 gold pieces.
Okay. The middleest one.
The middlest one
Pirate
is
chop
about
shop.
400 gold.
Okay.
And then the third one is 600 gold, so they're like way
Yeah,
out.
sure. I don't know if I've been keeping track of my gold, and I did just spend all my gold. So
Okay.
I remember I had to borrow gold to
Hey,
get
wait a
my
minute.
crystal vial.
Wait a minute. How much is in the chest that the goblins got?
Let me
They
see.
went. Oh yeah, they
'cause
went
it's-
gambling.
Yeah, it's all silver pieces. So let's see, because how it shakes up. It only ends up being about 125 gold pieces.
A chunk.
We're taking 25 for tithes.
I'm not
25?
stepping in the way of that one. Maybe we should just risk it. 300 gold right now.
What?
Yeah, we'll just stay green. It's cool. This
No.
is an unnecessary venture. We're going to an island full of zombies. I don't think they care about what color we are.
Well, what if people along the way do?
We sail
Like
fast.
other boats.
Did they say how long it would take? How quick could they do it?
I mean,
Yeah.
they could do it quickly. The quality of the work, now that's a different story.
We don't want to look like a ship that's just been like beaten up and battered.
They're basically just taking paint and just like splattering it onto the ship.
I'm getting
If I
as much
offered
as I
to
can.
assist them, if I offered to assist them, would the amount of money go down? Because I do have a calligraphy something. I don't know where my sheet is. Apparently, I need to find my sheet.
It's you're playing Dungeons and Dragons and you don't have a character sheet.
I just literally figured this out. I looked down and I was like, "Well, this is important," and I
Oh
don't
my
have it.
gosh.
Let's see.
Your
I got
character on
You
D&D
should have
Beyond?
it. You should have it in roll 20, right? Do you have it in roll 20, where you can
I'm
just
pretty
access
sure
it there?
I'm supposed to
Yeah,
have
I
it.
mean,
I'm supposed to have it.
yeah.
Bio.
Character
It
sheet.
looks like I'm very spooky.
Oh yeah. You got it in here. Yeah. You're all good.
It tells you what. Dang it, my
Oh,
features and
bollocks.
Give me a second. I know I got some art stuff in me. I'm ready.
Anyways,
The
while
guy
she's
we
looking for that,
The guy we robbed the maps from, that was the sword store, right?
It
Yes.
was, yes.
Bollocks.
Found it.
Yep, Yars swords and such. That's who you robbed.
Yar.
Yar.
I am proficient in herbalism.
That was a mistake.
That's
We all know that's a dumb
Herbali-
stat.
Herbalism, I think, is the one that allows you to create basic healing potions.
What you been doing these past 10 episodes?
Can I work on making one of those?
Yeah, you can try. That's in which of my source books is that in?
I didn't know I could do that.
Xanathar's, I think.
I think it might be in Xanathar's, yeah.
I tried to steal one from that potion lady.
I think it limits you to only being able to do the basic kind, though. Like, you can't do larger ones. I think,
Makes sense.
based on the source book rules. Xanathar's Guide, I believe it's in. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Downtime activities, maybe.
Downtime Revisited, Chapter 2. Yeah. Crafting an item.
Crafting an item?
Yep.
Herbalism kit, yeah. Antitoxin, you could do potions of healing. Brewing and healing later in the section.
You need a formula.
Oh, yeah, you might not have a formula. Brewing potions of healing. Potions of healing fall into a special category for item crafting. Separate from other magic items, a character who has proficiency with the herbalism kit can create these potions. The times and costs for doing so are summarized on the potion of healing creation table. Okay. So, the problem with this is it takes an entire day to create just a basic one. And it actually has that you can create bigger ones. It just takes more time and more money in materials.
I'll think about it while we're on the boat.
Okay. Yeah,
But,
yeah, you might be able to do it on the boat because you can create one work week is a potion of greater healing, 3 work weeks for superior healing, and supreme healing is 4 work weeks.
An entire month on one potion.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus
Oh my
materials.
god.
Plus materials. It's like 10,000 gold for the materials to make it.
thanks. So we're good on that.
Y'all just steal
gonna-
stuff from shops anyways.
If I offer to play them the loot, will they allow me to get the price down?
For materials?
She's talking about for painting the
No.
boat.
Oh, for painting
The
the boat. These individuals that you're talking to don't seem to care too much about music. They look like their whole game is, hey, let's get as much gold for this as we can, and then leave.
All right, our next game plan
How
is rub the boat in ash.
How much money does the ship have?
The ship?
The ship's gonna have its own money, right? What if something breaks? I ain't paying if the captain drives us into a rock.
I thought that was the captain's problem.
What is my
I thought
problem?
the captain funded this.
I don't know if you
I
guys
don't
have a
I've never seen a gold piece in
A
my
ship
life.
fund?
I don't know if
I do
there's
not
like
know.
a
We don't have a
ship-
shared pool.
I don't think you guys have. Here's what I'm gonna do. In Roll20, I'm gonna make a handout that is called. I'm just gonna call it ship funds, and I'm gonna put it in everybody's journals and can be edited by all players. So that way, if you guys want to have like a party loot ship fund kind of thing, it should be at the top on Roll20 in your journal, so you guys can access it and add anything to it
Yep.
if you want to. Because
I think
that's a
we will
good
be fine
point.
without-
That's a good point. It might be helpful to have that.
So, the treasure that we found 1,900 gold. We distributed 900 out to the crew, plus we set aside, is it 1,000 for Lida? How much did we?
I
Yep.
think you did. Yeah.
There was
I
also
don't think we set it
9,000
aside. I think we gave it to her.
I think
Yeah.
I think she said that she was. I cannot remember exactly because it's been so long, but I think she might have said to just hold off on paying her for right now, and she's just going to stay with you guys for a little bit longer.
Right. We also found it said 9,000 silver. Was that right?
Probably.
It's a big chest.
Yeah.
I mean, can we pay these people in silver?
9,000
Well, it's
silver.
9,000 silver is
so
900 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We can get
now-
the good paint. We can get the 600 gold paint at that point.
Well, no. We're not. I don't know if these amounts have been exact or not. I don't want to create money out of nothing. It's really not a big deal that we paint our ship.
I agree. Let's go ahead and hit the road.
Well, we still gotta
Okay,
wait
let's
for
go leave
everybody.
now.
The water.
Mhm.
Not yet, because we have to do things. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Marland, if you got a few minutes, we'll head out to the beach.
oh yes, sure. You guys head that way out to the beach, kind of like on your map. It's north of the hay docks there,
Mhm.
just a little ways. You get to an area of beach. It seems to be relatively abandoned and not a whole lot going on.
I kind of want to
Yeah.
look for like a spot that has maybe some rocks and a couple trees that stand out by themselves,
Okay.
not like in a big cluster.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
You can find. Looking around a little bit, you find area that you think will be suitable.
All right. So, Marlon, you're a little afraid of this power, right?
Oh, yes, I'm. Just sometimes I do things and things I didn't intend to happen.
Like you leaned up against glass and then the glass disappeared and you fell in with the snake.
Well, that exact description didn't happen, but yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Sorry, I just thought about Harry Potter. So, is it just with spells kind of based around elements, maybe lightning or a different element, or is it like just any random thing might happen?
Well, it's usually on certain spells that require me to put a little bit more effort into.
Okay.
I do have a tendency to, I don't know, something about me just. And he looks at his hands, and you look at while he's doing it, and there's like a little bit of electrical, like almost static electricity that kind of snaps off of his fingertips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tendency to lean towards electrical energy.
Okay. Cool. So
Static shock.
here's this manhole cover. I want you to ride it.
That was a show.
So we're not gonna do anything too crazy. Just I want you to, if you're comfortable with the cantrip, just try and focus and maybe shoot a little lightning at that rock over there, the big one.
You want me to really push myself, or do you want
No,
me to just...
start slow. Just what you're comfortable with.
Okay. All right. He looks towards the rock and takes a deep breath, focuses on his, kind of puts his hands into two fists and looks towards the rock and opens up his hand and seems to like reach out with his palm, and electrical energy just shoots down from his shoulder down to his fingertips, and that spell that called lightning lure flings from his fingertips, wraps around one of those rocks in the distance, and he kind of starts pulling it like a rope, and it tips over the rock, and the rock starts to roll a little bit as it's being consumed by these electrical pieces of energy as they wrap all around and spin it. And then eventually it just kind of dissipates and he lets go, and the rock is about 5 to 10 feet closer to you guys than when it started.
Okay.
There's a little bit of smoke like leaving the rock. It's
good. Awesome. That was exactly what that's supposed to be.
Okay. I've had the most practice with that one.
Okay, great. So whatever gift that we have, or curse, I don't even know what to call it, has been bestowed on us, obviously, I think the more kind of charismatic, believing in yourself kind of feeling you can have, the more effort you can exert. From what I can understand, I don't claim to be some powerful wizard that lives in a tower and has tomes and whatnot. I just kind of channel what I feel and put in effort, and lightning appears, or other things happen too. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna do a lightning bolt at that same rock.
Are you gonna shoot a bolt of lightning at it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. It's not gonna be very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually,
I hope not.
that's a dexterity save usually on lightning bolt, right?
Yeah.
So a rock is going to auto fail. So,
I hope so.
So you just.
What do you mean, Mr. DM? That should be able to jump out of the way, same as a person.
That's it. All of a sudden, these legs pop out of the bottom of the rock and goes, ah! And it jumps out of the way. Yeah, you fire this lightning bolt, and it engulfs the rock. The rock actually kind of explodes into some pieces, and shards of this rock go flying across the beach and into the sand.
Does any of the lightning bolt hit the sand?
Some of it does, yes. So pieces of...
Oba is watching this, and Oba would like to run over and grab the cute little glass sculpture that happens because of sand and lightning.
You're really,
why are you here?
You're really far away, Obu, from where they are.
I wanted the sculpture.
Yes,
Oh.
there is a strange looking glass. Well, after it hit and formed, it got tossed into the air from all the force, and now it's broken into like some pieces of shards of glass.
Sorry, I wasn't
Heart is
fixed apart.
for no reason. She's just like immensely sad sitting there on the boat. She's like, why am I upset?
So, Marlon, have you been able to shoot lightning like that before?
Well, not as powerful as that.
Okay, that's
but
okay.
But I do have this. And he starts channeling a little bit, and you see him starting to spin his hands, and lightning starts to spin in a circle from his hands, and he thrusts his one arm out towards a tree not too far away, and you recognize this spell as Witch Bolt.
Okay.
As this lightning seems to tether out and attach itself to the tree, and bark blackens and shoots off of the tree as it's being held there by him.
I'm gonna be like, okay, I get it. It's good.
That is a leveled spell, so I'm gonna roll a d20 to
Yeah.
see what happens. And it seems like he has control of it. He's controlling it. And now flames are starting to lick up the tree a little bit as he pulls it back when you tell him to stop.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Is that tree near some other trees?
Not incredibly close, but a little bit. It's towards the edge of the beach.
Is it? If I can.
He rushes over, and you watch him cast a quick cantrip called Gust on it.
Yeah.
And it blows it out.
Okay. I was gonna
Oh,
pour
okay.
water on it.
He looks at you, he's like, I do have to do that a lot.
That's okay. It's part of the spell, I guess. So, where does it come into play where you get nervous and uncomfortable?
I don't know. I guess my thing is sometimes when these things happen, I have the potential to hurt people that are my friends. And I don't want to hurt anybody.
So, it's a little wild.
Friends, bud.
Whatever, like the outcome of your spells is a little wild, right? And so sometimes it's really powerful, and then sometimes it's really harmful. Is that right?
Sometimes things just conjure and appear beside me or on my shoulder. And I don't know where they came from. They just appear there. Sometimes they talk to me. Sometimes they ask me to do things.
Sometimes he needs medication.
But then after a short period of
or a
time...
family member you know is schizophrenic, please seek psychological assistance.
So,
Not just a crazy wood elf.
Charner to DM, I recognize this as wild magic, obviously. Would Silas know anything about wild magic?
Probably Silas would probably... You've probably heard, being a far traveler too, that there are areas of the planet that sometimes, because we live in this magical world here. There are times where magic doesn't always play by the rules, and sometimes magic can almost get have a mind of its own. So there are certain areas that have wild magic issues, where things just happen just for being in that location. You have a feeling like this particular individual struggles with this just unpredictable magic. It doesn't. In creatures, it's not so. It's more rare in a creature. It's very rare. But you would have probably put two and two together that that's what this person is dealing with.
Okay. So, Marlon, I don't know that this type of magic that we've come across is really something that can fully be tamed, especially because it's not something that we've, trained ourselves to become proficient in. I think possibly the best bet for now is to keep yourself surrounded with people you trust and can, feel safe around. So that way, if anything does go wrong, you've got help. But at the same time, kind of embrace the chaos, because I think some good and bad may come out of it, and the good could outweigh the bad. Just
Sure.
ride it out and see where it takes you. I mean, both of our lives up to this point have been crazy and unpredictable so far, so who knows where we're going to end up.
Right, Captain. Sure. I can do that. Just do me a favor. Just if things ever get crazy, just don't stand too close.
I don't stand too close to anybody. I smell them from really close. It's sensitive nose.
He goes, yeah, I don't blame
Can
you.
his head even reach his armpit?
It's probably really far away. It's with the shells in the way.
Turtles
Right.
smell pretty bad too. So.
Wait, they have bad senses of smell, or they smell really bad?
No, they just don't smell good. Like bad lettuce.
Bad lettuce.
They smell. They have the smell
stinky.
of a bad lettuce.
Yeah.
Sure, they're stinky.
You need to properly season them before cooking to make your soup.
No,
Right,
no.
turtle soup is a delicate craft.
I saw a movie that you did, and I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon at all.
Willow says that was terrible advice, by the way.
Yeah, your advice sounded interesting. You're like, life's just gonna happen, man. So just like let it happen.
Just let it happen.
We're gonna
It's
do
fine.
it. Just live. That's very on character.
Depending on how this episode goes, embrace the chaos may be the episode title.
Sure.
Yeah,
Release
Alright.
the
Yeah,
chaos.
you seem to glean from Marlin that he does have an innate magical ability of some sort that is definitely rare, but
Yeah.
there's that constant fear that he deals with where something's going to happen that he's not going to be able to fix, or he's going to hurt somebody who trusts him, or you kind of feel like he's basically made himself a loner, not to get too close to anybody, just like on different crews and things like that, just so he doesn't cause too much of a problem.
I'm gonna, Marlon, just so you know, I'm pretty sure I've zapped some of our crew with lightning before, so don't feel too bad. It instills a small bit of fear, but respect at the same time.
Well, you are a captain. I mean, isn't that what captains need to do every once in a while?
Shock their crew. All right.
Set
Between
your-
you and me, self-appointed captain.
Ooh, you just said you were a captain and everybody started following you?
After a small display of force. It worked out so far.
I tell you, if you can cast that lightning bolt the way that you did, man.
There was a time
awe-inspiring.
when the former crew, there was about 7 or 8 of them lined up in a row, and I threatened either the captain or the rest of the crew, and it ended up being the captain.
You fried the captain.
Sure did. Threw it to the sharks.
Was there anything left to throw to the sharks?
Like, humans are all like just skin and bones, so
Yeah, they are just they like just disintegrate easily, don't they?
it's kind of burned. It's like a bad steak.
I don't think these turtles should talk to each other anymore. I think they need to be separated.
They're having a turtle bonding moment here.
This sounds dangerous for us.
Well,
We're okay.
so
None of us are human.
yeah, nobody's human technically. you do have
Although
human,
you are pretty wiry.
you do have human crew members.
Elves aren't really stocky.
But he kind of looks at you. He's like, yeah, I guess at this point you guys are starting to walk back probably towards the
Yeah,
ship.
that was the end of our
Yeah.
little training.
As you're walking by, Marlin's just like, So, Captain, what's the plan going forward? Are we going to? What's our next quest?
Well,
Friendship.
friendship.
Rainbow.
So
That's an our ship. Friendship.
the SS friendship.
Yes, that's
Oh my
friendship.
gosh. So right now we're on the hunt for some artifacts because of events that have played out. I can't remember how much we've told him. I think we've told him everything.
I think you told him the basics. I don't think you
Okay.
told him like specific details about like what the stuff can do and all that.
Yeah.
I think you guys have been keeping that pretty hush-hushed.
Yeah, we haven't told anybody that.
They didn't see Willow ride the dragon, so
I believe the other crew members, remember
they
when
saw the dragon and they were scared.
Oh, they were
didn't
scared.
see
Yeah,
it.
they didn't see Willow. They didn't roll high enough to
Yeah.
see Willow on the back of the dragon. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So
They did see the dragon, that's for sure.
yes. So Marlon, we're more than likely gonna keep, I guess adventuring would be the right word. Whatever personal gain you want out of this, just let me know. Well, I mean, I think our goals are pretty similar right now. They may not align fully with the rest of my traveling companions, but we're here to explore the world and possibly find answers to our problems. And hopefully, traveling with a ship and a crew will help us find those answers faster than you and I could do it alone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... To be honest, I've been just wasting away here, Captain. So, it's kind of good to have a means to get off this rock for a little while and see what's out there.
We could end up at that crazy whirlpool iceberg place you told me about one day.
That might be exciting.
Something to look forward to.
Seems like an adventure to be had.
Do you have any hobbies? Something to keep you busy on the boat?
Well, to be honest, I do a little whittling.
Very impressive. I'd love to see some of the carvings you've made.
A whittling.
Whittling. Whittling.
Kopic likes to fish. If you want to join him, fishes off the back of the boat.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be fish. Oh,
Obu
delicacy.
just kinda,
I enjoy. They're delicious.
just not the, not the shellfish.
Yeah.
I
can agree with
Obu likes to kind of just wallow in her scarves.
Yeah, I like to
Like a cat.
make things out of my scarves, roll around in scarves.
And
I'm not big
Willow?
I'm not big on scarves, but I mean I could try it out, I guess, for a little while. And...
no, I don't
No.
think she wants to share, so it's okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
Just letting you know. And
Sure.
and Willow, our smallest companion,
Hmm.
well, besides the goblins, she kind of keeps to herself. She's had a hard time, lost her memory, and things have been complicated since she's traveled with us. So I'd
I have a question.
try at least make friends.
Sure. Yeah. What was your question?
Everybody else is just weird.
If I'm proficient in the lute, would that also mean that I have some skill in the harp? Would you think? would transfer?
I think that would be two different. It's technically two different instruments. So
But could I like tinker and like figure it out?
all
like,
being proficient means when you're talking about like tools and things is you just get to add your proficiency bonus to your roll for your check.
You can still use it.
You can still use it. It's just you won't get that extra plus. I think you guys are 3 maybe for proficiency bonus or 4. Is it 3?
I don't know. It's the name of the channel.
3.
Yeah, it's the name of the channel. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be so basically what that means is when you do a loot check, you would make like a performance check, and you get to add your bonus to performance plus your proficiency bonus to whatever you roll. That's all that
Okay.
means.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, but so you guys engage in some more small talk. You give Marlon kind of like a breakdown of the crew, and he does appreciate it because he doesn't want to, come off the wrong way or rub anybody the wrong way right off the bat. He wants to get in with the crew a little bit. And you guys
Sweet.
arrive back at the Emerald Fate. Would either of you guys be doing anything while he was gone for the morning? Is there anything in particular that you wanted to accomplish in your last morning, or we can fast forward time a little bit so it's more time to go? It's totally up
I'm
to
just
you guys.
aggressively playing the harp.
Just playing the harp? Okay.
Aggressively.
Aggressively. Okay.
Aggressively. Oh
Aggressively.
gosh.
Yes. Go ahead. Just out of curiosity, let's go ahead and make a performance check for me, and let's see how wonderfully aggressively you are playing this.
Moderate.
It's like
Okay.
Dragon Force on the.
It's actually not bad. You're doing a really good job. It takes you a little while to get like the sounds of the notes and the placement of your fingers and how you want this melody to go. But eventually, after a while, like the two goblins like come up, and one of them like sits down in front of you on the ship and is just listening to you play, and the other one starts like dancing around you a little bit. This weird, strange, out of rhythm goblin dance.
Let
As
me
you're playing
sing
the
you a song to my people. Dun, 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 dun. When I was a young boy,
my God.
so came to the city.
And this is the melody that you hear, Silas, as you're approaching the boat. Kopic, make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
What time is it?
What time is it?
Yeah, now that we're back.
It's probably getting close to lunchtime. You probably spent most of your time out there on the beach just talking to Marlon. And now down there. What is your passive perception, Captain?
My passive perception.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh, hold on. I don't have this full screen, so I can't see anything.
Okay, gotcha.
14.
14. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You don't even know what you did, and you're excited about it.
Just
Or maybe he does.
just send me a message. Send me a whisper in Roll20 of what you did. Okay. So that way
Oh
I
my
know for
gosh.
sure. I keep it in my notes.
I'm gonna walk over to the goblin and just like kick him in the butt. That's sitting down. I'm like, why are you sitting?
Music. Nice
Great.
music.
Yeah, keep working.
Songs of people.
You can hear it while you work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, yeah, right. And runs on and starts to grab like a bucket and starts swabbing the deck, But yeah, it seems like throughout the day, like a couple other of the crew members started trickling in. You see Enya and Tegan start heading on back. It looks like they're bringing some of their gear back. And surprisingly enough, Captain, before you're out of time, your entire crew is back aboard the Emerald Fate.
We don't have to pay a ticket for parking too long.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's right.
Willow says that she's lying on the deck with the goblins, enjoying the music.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, so you just kicked the goblin and told it to get back to work, Silas, and Willow's just sitting there watching you kick this
I'm just
goblin
gonna look
around.
at her and be like, shrug.
No,
Keep doing what you're doing.
never do.
Okay.
So everybody's back. Wow. This is pretty good.
Yeah, Kopic seems to reappear. For some reason, he was missing for a little while. Obu, you hadn't seen him really all morning, and now he's back aboard the ship, looking for something to eat for lunch.
Does everybody have their shoes?
I look down at my feet. Yes.
It appears that everybody, yeah, it appears you have your shoes. Yeah,
Do I have my shoes too?
yeah, your custom built shoes. Yeah,
Yeah, just wanted to make sure I
your
didn't leave
custom
town
turtle
without
clogs.
my Crocs.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, everyone's here. Everyone's got their shoes. Are we all good?
Do
crew.
we really choose to set sail on a boat?
I'm
It's
just
not
making sure
like
nobody
we
lost
have a
everything in
passenger.
gambling. Obviously, the goblins did good for themselves, but you never know how desperate people get.
Minus 25.
Oh,
They did pretty good.
Kopic, before we get too far, I also would like you to make a, I'm going to call it your choice. It can be a dex check or a performance check. Your choice.
I will go Dex because I at least
Okay.
have a positive to that.
Okay.
What did you steal?
Oh, 15, not too
15,
bad.
Not too bad. It's pretty good. Gotcha. Okay. So it seems like some of the crew are starting to, they're pulling up the gangplank ramp and they're getting things ready to go. It looks like the ropes are being undrawn from the sails. They're getting ready to release the sails back down. It looks like Cog is getting ready to pull up the anchor and detach the boat from the dock, and things are getting ready to take place. Is there anything else that anybody needed to do before you guys set sail? Did you guys determine 100% in the direction of where you guys are going? And I cannot remember for the life of me. I think you guys were going to go visit that island that Scratches was telling you about.
The zombie island, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over to that big map so you guys can see where you guys are going to be heading in Roll 20.
I'm pretty positive that's where we're headed. The Feather Isles, the one that I thought
Feather
he said
Isles, yeah.
was making up.
Yeah, so if you look at the map, it's about 2,000 miles away, where you guys are headed. So it's going to take,
Okay.
I mapped it out, it's going to take about 16 and a half days at sea to get there.
Do we have provisions? Have we provisioned up?
Yes, that was one thing I remember you guys doing last time. Lida was in charge of making sure you guys got your provisions.
Yep.
And
Now-
you guys got your ship loaded up.
We're just going to start headed that way. Komore, do I know anything about Komore, or does Lida, can she tell us anything about it?
She knows that it's a small port town.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, it's an independent realm. It's not associated with Rodam, so they tended to avoid it a lot just because it's kind of governed by itself, and they feel more at home on Scar Island to get their materials. And also, it seems like she says that Comore's prices are higher.
Mm-hmm.
The quality is sometimes better from what she's heard, but you're going to pay a little fortune for anything there, basically.
Gotcha. It's like Florida.
Mm-hmm. It's like Florida.
I don't know what you're talking about, so.
I've never been to Florida.
Well, maybe someone might have
Who's
a nervous.
wise they're riding anything.
Maybe someone has a nervous bladder and we have to stop to poop or something. But well, if they don't feel comfortable pooping on the boat.
Talking. Make it stop.
So we'll sail towards Komore and weave between those two islands past it where that dotted line is.
Sure.
And then
Oh no, let's go to the Ghost Reef, man. There's a shipwreck there.
That shipwreck is us.
Yeah, the shipwreck. Yeah, Will also wants to go to the island, the Feather Isles. So, is there? I guess we're just sailing, but Scratches, is there a specific island on the Feather Isles that you were commissioned to go to?
The islands that we were going to was the and I'm gonna shift ping you guys so you guys can see this. This larger island, there's an island here. There's another island. He tells you there's another island off the coast of that's so small it doesn't even appear on the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that they went to and the pirates raided. But their bigger island, he says, is called Macaw Island.
Okay.
And there is a small village with a lighthouse on the other side on Macaw Island. that you could potentially sail around that small island and port there, and that place he tells you is it's a safe place. It's not like there's not undead pouring out of everywhere there.
Okay. I think that's where we'll start headed. Thank you, Scratches.
Of course.
How's your box treating you?
This is wonderful.
Good.
You can see from just like the 2 days he's slept in it, it's already got like the fabric pulls off of the velvet and stuff like that, and you have a feeling like within the 16 days that you guys are traveling at sea, there's probably going to be a whole like put in this stuff and everything.
Awesome.
So your course is you're going to go towards that Komore, and then you're going to go through where that dotted line is between those islands.
Yep.
And then turn and head towards the Feather Isles there.
Yeah, whichever one's Macaw. I think it's that one.
There you go. Actually, it's above the Eye of Isles.
Oh.
Right next to the green X. There you go.
Got it.
Cool.
That's where we're heading.
So here's what I'm going to do. You have about, I would say, out of your 16 and a half days, you have about 12 days, so a little over a week, where I pre-rolled for possible encounters. You have 12 days of, there's absolutely nothing that's going to stop you. Winds are pretty average, partly cloudy days, no storms, seems to be easy going at night, easy to navigate. Is there anything in those 12 days of travel off, like just going here, that you guys would like to do on the boat? Any roleplay things that you guys wanted to do? Or we can skip ahead those 12 days.
Coppix fishing.
Coppix fishing? Okay.
I want to see if anybody on the crew has ever been to the southern hemisphere.
Marlin is the only one that you come into contact with during these 12 days that has heard about it, possibly, but has never seen a lot of it with his own eyes.
Okay.
He knows that there is a lot more to the world than what is on this map. If you wanted to, you could take your maps that you have acquired, and you could spend your time during your travels with Lyda and Willow. And if you guys wanted to work together, you could take all these maps and see if you could figure out a bigger map, like put them together as like a world map based on like your assumptions of how the land should go and where this should fit, kind of like a big puzzle, you know, piecing it together.
I would like to grab crayons and get started.
Okay. Absolutely.
So you're taking our candles and turning them into crayons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'm just picturing Willow, Obu, and Lyda walking into the captain's quarters, the three of them grabbing the turtle, throwing him outside as they just spread all these maps all over the floor.
Yeah, that's right.
Fine.
Feasibly, the only color
Girl
crayon
time, I guess.
is black, right? Because I can make soot and I can mix it with the wax, but that's the only color I can make.
Unless you have some different colored gemstones that you could crush into like dust and use that as a pigment.
We've got some.
Or, you know, you could go as like a ruddy brown dye.
Yeah.
Could.
All it takes is, you know, a little dagger, slash. Drip, drip, drip.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Blood pigment.
Willow
yeah.
is doing her ball and cup game.
Ball and cup game. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So,
That's so cute.
and helping with the maps.
And helping with the maps. Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, could I potentially make an antitoxin?
Yeah.
If I have, do I have to have the thing for that? The formula?
I think you just have to make a roll for an antitoxin, but it has to be.
Willow has some gemstones if you want to use them for crayons, but
I don't want to break
I'm
up.
gonna
Those are some
advise against that.
expensive crayons.
These are what are these? These are Prismacolor.
Why can't I find like the part in the book?
You can
where
find
it
these in
says-
Dubai.
These
Why
are
can't,
Copic.
I thought there was a place where you could see like just like tool kits, like herbalism kit, and you could click on it, and it would show you everything that you can do with it.
Oh, I have herbs in there. I could crush up herbs.
There you go.
I thought there was a way you could just see herbalism kit, and it would show you everything that you can do underneath it.
But art.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it online. I know it's in the actual
Yeah,
book.
I know it's in the actual book. Yeah, but I'm having tool
Where is it?
proficiencies maybe. Here we go. There it is. There's alchemists. There's brewers. Calligraphy. Carpenters. Where's our herbalism? It's coming up. Cooks. Disguise kit. Forgery kit. Yeah, here it is.
Gaming, glass, herbs.
Here we go. Okay,
Ready.
so you're trying to do an antitoxin then?
Yes.
So I would consider that, make a medicine check for me.
You got it. Wow.
You're starting to put this thing together. It takes you probably the course of a better part of one of the days as you're trying to find all the necessary ingredients. You think you have something. You're not really sure how potent it will be when you use it.
Okay.
Do I see her doing this?
You can't. You're the captain. You can be walking around everywhere. Yeah,
That's true.
she's like crushing up different like herbs and things that she's got, and like mixing them together in some glass beaker and all kinds of stuff. And
Bobo, what you doing there?
We didn't have enough colors for crayons, so I decided to make an antitoxin, as one does.
Okay. This looks good. Is
Do
it
you
gonna
want
work?
some? Well, this one not so much, but we got some time here, and maybe I'll try out some other stuff. Is there any kind of potion you've been wanting, Captain?
You keep working on your craft, and I'll when you perfected it, I'll have one. Keep practicing.
Okay.
So an antitoxin, is that what DM would I know that you need like the actual toxin from a creature to create an antitoxin?
yeah, most times you need something that's poisonous in order to use it to, counteract.
Right.
So I think
Would I know that?
I think what Obu. Let's make a nature check for me.
Nature.
As
okay.
you're looking at the materials that she seems to be grinding up and.
Hang on, sorry.
I just made Italian seasoning.
That's it. Yeah, she
Made
nothing
Italian
about what
seasoning.
she's using is poisonous.
Okay.
So
I have +5 to nature
yeah,
checks.
yeah.
So
you think it'd make some kind of? It does seem like it would make some kind of great seasoning for fish or some other delicacy.
we might be able to use this to cook with tonight, or maybe it'll cure an upset tummy. But I think when you're doing an antitoxin, you need the toxin that you're trying to cure, like a snake bite, like the venom or something.
I
So
didn't have that in the instructions.
was that in that adventures kit that you got?
Oh my god, it was, wasn't it? I knew it! I knew it! I knew it was written from scratch, and it was really hurried, and I was sick of the scarves, okay? I was just so sick of my scarves. I've been holding for months now.
I'm just here to help. So why don't you put that on pause
Are you
until
so
we
much
get
for
some
Princess?
venom? It's okay. Go in your crab for a little bit and then come back out, and you can help with the maps. Okay.
Obu's hatred for this individual has now increased, thanks to you, Silas, even more so than it already had.
Can I look through my little kit and be like, these are really nice herbs anyway?
Yeah. Sure. So, Kopic, you're just doing some fishing?
This boat that we've stolen,
Yeah.
It's a good one.
is there anything on the front of it?
There's one of those big, like, I don't know what they're called. It's like a big post.
Like a ram
Like
almost?
a ram almost. Yeah. It doesn't look extremely sturdy. Like, you have a feeling like if you did ram another boat with this thing, it might break.
No mermaids
it-
on the front.
Is it like metal reinforced or is it solid wood?
Looks to you like solid wood. You're not really sure if they reinforced it with metal on the inside. You can't tell by just looking at it. You'd have to take it apart probably to see.
Okay.
Silas, captain of the old wounds.
I like to bring up stuff that hurts.
Topic is
So-
that other than fishing, actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but why the hell not? Because Obu has inspired Kopic at some point. I currently have 2 halberds.
Okay.
I want to
Together.
attempt to use my smith's tools
Ooh.
in the cooking fire, because if I start a fire on the deck, the captain will shoot me.
Probably.
And
It's accurate. Accurate.
But basically try to ply the metal off of the head of one of the halberds,
Mhm.
so I can basically open it up enough to attach it to the back end of the other one to
Ooh,
turn it
boy.
into like a dual-bladed halberd.
Okay. Go ahead.
All.
I'm going to say because you are proficient with smith tools, you would probably know this already, so I'm not going to make you make a check for it, but you do know that the cooking fire is probably not going to provide you with
Enough heat.
enough heat to be able to. You could do it, but it's going to look really like it's going to look poor, and it may not be able to withstand too much of an impact.
Can I feed the fire and make it hotter?
You could.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the restroom and see how this plays out when I get back.
How do you intend to feed the fire to make it burn more intently?
Let me see here. Let me see what I got here.
I will ask eventually if I notice what's happening, depending on how long it takes him in the fire. But I probably don't know. It's fine.
What do I have that I can burn?
You know, this might change your mind, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at the ship because I don't even know where the ship doesn't technically have a kitchen. So where?
Oh, okay. If it doesn't have a kitchen, yeah, that'll probably change things.
Yeah, because I think the only place that would have a place for cooking would probably be in the crew's quarters there in the front on the bottom of the. Well, here, let me. I'll take you guys. Did I take you guys over already? Yeah, if you guys
Yeah,
look
I
at the
can see the
bottom
ship.
where Scratches is hanging out, there's that table and all those cots.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
probably down in there where they cook things, and probably the captain in his quarters probably has a small cooking stove. But I don't think there would be like a huge like kitchen quarters on this ship.
Okay.
So I just
Yeah, I
wanted
wasn't sure if that's.
yeah, I just wanted to mention that so in case you weren't trying to do this in Silas's office, and and he's
No,
like,
considering that's where they're working on all the maps, the last thing I'm going to do is start
You're right.
feeding them like arrows, torches,
yeah,
and grain alcohol to make this massive fire.
of course.
Oh, wait a minute. Could I take one of the turtles apart and do it inside their shell?
I don't think that's how turtles work.
Let's find out.
They'd at least be a little, miffed about it.
No, then Copic will take a little time with a brush and a little bit of ink to sort of do a very rudimentary sketch of his smithing idea.
Okay,
As
perfect.
soon as he can find an open flame.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to stop at Komori, and if you want to make that there? I don't think we're gonna find a forge.
It's just an idea while we were traveling. Ain't no need to stop it. All this is you reach up and pull the two-handed greatsword out. Look at this now, so
Have I seen that yet?
Yeah, he pulled it out whenever he was fighting those guys on the dock last time. As you were walking away,
he
I
walked
don't want to
away for
know
that. Yeah.
where he got that from.
you knew he was wielding something different, but you would probably know he's got this. Yeah. So about within these 12 days pass, you guys actually make your way past Komore and through those islands already, and start heading in the direction of the Feather Isles. On the morning of the 12th day, Kopik, as you're out there fishing, Marlin walks up to you, and he's holding something in his hands, and he reaches out to you holding this. I saw you doing a lot of fishing since we've been here, and I made this for you. And it's a fishing rod that he's carved. And it's actually has these very rudimentary looking fish, and he's carved like little scales into them all the way up. And the handle actually has, it's actually at the end of the handle, you can actually see like the end of the fish's tail at the end of the handle.
Oh. Just gonna pull the reel of that one I've been using, just sort of toss it down beside me. Oh, thanks. Start fishing with this one.
Yeah.
Willow asked. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Willow asked if Obu's flame hand would be hot enough.
They say yes, so it's cool. So you can just go like. "Brrrah!"
Is it a spell or a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, so it's probably still not going to be hot enough. And
Dang it!
It'd be very exhausting.
What if I use 2 hands?
You'd be chanting for a long time. Fire, 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 fire.
just holding this thing.
Oh, but if we get Will involved, we got 4 hands.
It's a spicy.
So, Kopik, you can add a custom carved fishing rod to your character sheet from Marlin. Excuse you.
Heart attack. Okay, edit.
And
Don't
that's
disappear on me.
honestly, that seems to be all that happens on that.
So we're not going to Komore. I guess nobody wants to stop. They might have fried pretzels or Oreos or whatever they fry. I don't know.
Have you ever had a fried
Butter.
pretzel?
Aren't pretzels?
They fry butter.
They're boiled.
They're baked, right?
They're boiled.
Boiled. That's true. They're not just boiled in water, are they?
They're boiled in water and baking soda.
I want to make a big pretzel. Yeah.
It's really fun. It's so fun. Braiding the pretzel dough and then throwing them in there, best time.
I've watched them at Auntie Anne's. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
You just twist, drop it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I was doing like braids, like a little tiny twist girl or something.
They like make them really quick too. It's like nonchalantly, hey, look at this, bam, and it's done.
Yeah, I've watched them, so I can do it.
Mine would just be like this. I'd go like this, and there'd just be like this wad of dough. It wouldn't even look like anything.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are. I moved the Emerald Fate to your current location. It's the end of the 12th day. The sun has set, and some of the crew has gone down to the lower quarters to bunk down for the night. Who would anybody else be turning in or getting ready for bed, or what would Captain Silas? What would your protocol be for evening travel on the Emerald Fate?
Typically, I tend to like the darkest part of the night, being a weird turtle and liking the moon.
Okay.
So I think I would stay up first watch, and then...
Okay.
Actually, no, I would stay up second watch. So Lida would stay up late, and then I'd get up.
Okay, and then
I can
Lida
watch two
would
of the
turn
watches.
in after sunset?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because she gets...
Lida would be heading down below.
Oh, there it is.
What about the rest of you? Obu, Kopik?
Kopik would probably be sitting up through first watch, just again fishing.
Fishing
If
off,
nothing else is going on.
off the back, off the front, anything in particular?
Just let fate decide.
Okay.
Okay. So Kopic would be fishing off of this side today.
Okay, cool. Cog is definitely a early to bed kind of ogre. And unfortunately, the quarters is not big enough for him, so he kind of sleeps in one of the dinghy boats underneath the there, and he kind of that's where he sleeps. Scratches is much a night person, as are cats. So
Would the boat start pulling to one direction depending on what side Cog is on?
yeah, you've had to tell him several times to move his bed to the center of the boat. He tosses and turns a lot at night, so it does tend to slide the boat sometimes to one side or the other, and you have to like wake him up sometimes and fix him.
Okay. Just
sometimes,
curious.
sometimes you got to get like you and 3 other crew members in Kopic to go down there to like reposition Cog while he sleeps.
Perfect.
Do you have a goblin in the crow's nest?
Yeah, always.
You got a Flick, or would you like Gleep up in the crow's nest?
We're gonna go with Gleep.
Gleep, okay. So Gleep will be up there in the
Isn't
crow's
he the one
nest.
I keep throwing into the water because he keeps messing up his job?
Yeah, Gleep keeps going into the water. Flick would be awake or asleep. What do you guys think for Flick, the other goblin?
I think he'd be asleep.
Goblin's asleep, taking a break. You probably don't allow the goblins to sleep too much, just because goblins. What about Obu? What would you be doing?
I have that like elven ability to stay awake a really long time, so I'm just kind of.
Yeah, you have
I think I'm
trance,
up
so are you gonna up
yeah.
through first and second watch?
I can probably be up through second and third watch.
Do second and third, so you're gonna start out trancing.
hmm
I think you have to trance at 4. Do you have to trance at 4 hours at a time, Matthew? Is it work like you have to do it in one increment, or can you do it like 2 and then
I
do
think
2
it's.
later?
I think it's 4 straight. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, so you can either do like up through first and second, or up
Okay.
through
Then
third and fourth kind of deal.
I'll be in a trance
Okay.
for first and second.
Okay, where would you
and then
like to trance on the ship?
Wherever you think I could hang a hammock. Let's see. I could probably
And-
hang it under the overhang right there.
There's not really overhangs
right
though. There's like a wall there.
Let's attach it to the
You
mast.
could
and,
attach it to the mast and some of the wood pieces there, but you'd be like in the way of other people like doing their work. Because if
That's
they have to
fine.
go like okay, so you're kind of in the middle of the ship there, hanging in a homemade hammock from the mast.
Made of scarves.
Yeah, made of scarves. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say that Dexter is kind of keeping a lookout here on the front of the ship. Tegan, he'll be looking at the back of the ship. What about Willow? I guess wait till Charner gets back and we can ask about Willow.
While I'm falling asleep, can I annoy the crap out of Gleep by throwing pebbles at him? Or like little pieces of just random stuff?
Well, from where you're sitting, that mast is like 30 foot up there. And you can barely see Gleep because of the way you're looking underneath the crow's nest. So you could try, but you'll be making a dexterity throw check with a disadvantage if you want to.
Let's go.
Do it. I want to see you throw a rock and it bounce off your forehead.
You said dexterity?
Yeah, it'd be dexterity with disadvantage.
Charner's hands got really small.
A
12.
Yeah, Charner's hand's really small.
Yeah.
A 12 is not going to hit. You hit the bottom of the crow's nest, and it just falls down to the ground.
Maybe it'll keep him awake.
You see him like, ah, what was that? And he's like looking all around.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Don't be doing that. I just want to I just want to annoy him.
Willow is stargazing for a bit, and then she's going to bed because she likes sleep. So we'll say Willow is stargazing right there next to Silas right now. As the darkness of the night seems to overtake the ship. Everybody's milling about. Gleep is looking out up top. Eventually, Gleep looks towards the back of the vessel, towards Captain Silas. He says, Captain, dead ahead. Fog?
Okay. Fog.
It's coming quick.
We're moving quick too, I think. Just keep your eyes open. I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
Right, Captain.
Thanks. Yeah, you can blink. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just don't go to sleep.
Right, Captain.
Right. Okay.
We all hear this, right?
Oh yeah, he's being loud.
Copic's gonna pull out a torch and light a torch.
Okay. Copic lights the torch, begins to
Is this like a
glow.
fog light torch, or is it like a torch where it makes it so we can't see anything?
It's a torch. It's a piece of wood. You light it on
It's
fire.
just a torch.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
it illuminates the deck a little bit as he.
I'll do dancing lights on the four corners of the ship too.
Okay, cool. You can cast dancing lights. I think I have a token for that in our journal. Thought I made one.
What does Obu look like? Is Obu is trancing?
I assume I look like I'm sleeping, but
Yeah,
just
there you
like
go. Yeah, you can pull four of
lighter
those out
fire.
and place them where you want them.
If you are, trancing and it looks sort of like Zen meditation, hands up, I was going to prop your hand and stick a torch in it.
I vote for yes. I allow it.
Yeah, so
Elf trancing just. I just a random torch stuck in the head.
I now have 2 torches in my hand.
So I'm gonna ask Scratch. Is Scratches? He's asleep, right?
no, Scratches is awake. He's out there. On
Okay.
deck. He seems to be now looking out towards the fog and.
I'm gonna ask him, are you familiar with this fog? Lighted too, I guess. Just uncommon.
It is. We are very close. To
Didn't you say
I can
something about a
say-
siren?
haunted areas of the sea.
The Ghost Reef, right?
That is correct. I suggest everyone stay on their guard.
Okay. Let's stay on our guard, everybody. Just keep sailing, I guess.
Then this,
Are we aimed the right way?
as far as what you can tell right now, Copic, yes, you're still heading in the right direction. That fog is coming quickly though, and it looks like there's no steering around it. It looks like it just consumes the landscape that you guys are approaching very quickly.
Does Copic know what a siren is?
You know of large bells that would be hung in temples that a lot of towns and fiefdoms and villages will use to like ring if there's some type of emergency or some kind of invasion is taking place. That is a common defense mechanism that people have.
No, didn't someone mention to the group of us about, again, this is player knowledge,
Scratch.
but, about a creature that lured ships to steer into rocks?
That was Lida said to you guys on the map. There was a lighthouse, and there on the map it says beware of the green light, and that's farther north of where you guys are going.
Okay.
She said when you look at that green light, it causes you to be like enthralled by it, and you want to see it closer, and you drive into the
Okay.
rocks.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, that's at a
I
different.
was
that's a
I was
different
gonna,
place.
I was gonna jury rig the wheel if someone had mentioned this, but
Oh, right. Mhm. No,
Okay.
yeah, this.
Copic
You know, this
says-
is a different location.
okay. Copic's just standing near the light, actively keeping an eye out and just sort of one hand sort of itching and ready.
Okay. Sure. And you guys sail right into the fog, as it almost seems to consume the entire ship. You can see fine on the ship's deck, relatively. Like, it's about 30 feet off of the edge of the ship's deck where it just gets so thick that you can't really see. It's kind of like when you turn your high beams on in fog when you're driving. You can still see, but after a certain point, it's kind of just white. You can't see anything after that. And all of you start to feel the temperature drop rapidly. And you can feel almost as if this condensation is appearing on your foreheads and things like that. And it's like a chilled water that just starts to show up. Almost as if like you were sweating, but there's this like chilled water all over you.
Would this wake Obu up?
I don't like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if Obu wants to bust out of trance, now you'll have to like start to retrance later, if you choose to. Like, you're not going to get your full benefits of like a long rest for this day. But you guys had full benefits already, so it's not really going to affect you right here.
I think Obu's gonna stay asleep until she has to wake up.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Like you have a choice.
Then things start to get really weird.
Sure.
Kopic, you could have swore when you just looked off the side of the boat that you saw someone's face in the fog about 30 feet out.
No, ma'am.
It just
This is a
appeared
no, ma'am.
really quickly, and then like when you turned your head to do a double take, it was gone.
We're not looking in mirrors. This is not horror. No,
Kopic is going to, after seeing that, immediately pull out the bow,
Okay.
and the next image he sees like that, just firing an arrow.
Okay. Silas,
Mm-hmm.
you hear something go in your ear. Where are you headed?
I'm gonna like, ooh, just try and punch it.
You try to punch it? Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Make an unarmed strike.
If Silas is anything like me in real life, it's that I'm the biggest baby, and I do not like scary stuff. So
He's not lying.
Oh,
You should see him try and play Resident Evil. Hilarious.
I am very glad.
I don't think I have.
Also, hi guys.
I just rolled the
Hello,
one thing
welcome
that we're gonna have to have an issue with the iPad is it's picking up Charner's voice too.
I'm going to go
So-
to a different room shortly.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that I was getting like double Charner there for a little bit.
I'm just gonna roll a d20, and then you don't get any bonuses off of unarmed. I don't think.
Yeah, I think
Not for proficiency, it's just your strength.
just your strength.
Oh.
And I think
Ooh.
turtles have claws or something like that.
Oh, I do have a claw attack.
Yeah, claw attack. Yeah. So you rolled an 18. You just out of gut reaction to something whispering in your ear, you go to pick up and you just swipe at nothing. There's nothing there.
Mhm.
You just see the mists
I don't like this.
around you.
Mike, you're on thin ice. You introduced us to the ocean and a giant megalodon,
feel
and
like-
now you're gonna pick up those two things that you put a stick.
Obu, are you
Just like-
using commenters you just scare me? Because that wasn't cool.
Okay, well now I want to wake up because
Now you're
you said
woken
my
up,
name. I
yeah.
want to say, the heck, dude! I just fell asleep.
Hold that torch!
Somebody's
I want to
messaging me.
go. What the heck, dude?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You froze on us.
I
Okay.
did.
Yeah, for just a minute. Yeah, go ahead and say what you were saying again. You're back.
I just want to be like, hey, the heck! I just woke up, and then I want to look and find out that I have the torches in my hands, and then just kind of go like, what? But then continue holding them back up because I just fully believe that there was a purpose that I was holding them for, and so I just want to go back into formation.
Okay, sure. So Obu's up. You guys just it gets really strange. Like you see, Kopic has a bow out there off to the side, Obu, and he's just looking out at the fog. Like he's got it half drawn back, just ready to release at any moment. Kopic or Silas just took a swing at nothing next to him, and there's just this creepy, just white glow of fog that seems to be glistening off the magical dancing lights and things like that that are all around illuminating the deck. You can hear the wood creaking of the boat, the ropes kind of blowing back and forth and tapping off the sails. You can hear the splash of the waves off of the hull underneath as they continue to travel through the fog.
Hey, Obu, I don't like this creepy silence, and I feel like if we're just going to be really quiet, then they're going to make noise. So, play that song of your people again.
To the heart.
Yeah, please, just loud. Go ahead.
Loud song of your...
Go, yeah.
It's the loneliest
Smash Mouth.
number that you'll ever do.
Smash Mouth, whatever you got.
Wait, that's 2 days in a row that Smash Mouth has come up in my D&D campaigns.
I'm beginning to think you attract a certain type of person, Michael.
I don't know, what is this?
Hey now, you're a rock star.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm going to be like, Gleep, go get a pot and pan, or a pan and a wooden spoon and start beating on it. Ben's scared too.
Okay, so you're giving, you're telling Gleep to get up.
Can somebody toss me one up here?
I can.
Okay.
And I want to talk.
Okay. Go ahead and make your dexterity
Right.
with disadvantage again. And then I want you to make an immediate performance check when you're done. Oh, you actually get it up to him.
Oh, heck.
But
My
unfortunately,
performance awful.
the problem is that as Gleep starts banging this wooden spoon off of this skillet that you tossed up to him, it's really distracting. And you can't find... He doesn't have any rhythm at all, and it should have no... He should have no right to be doing this during your moment, Obu. Like, why did the captain do this
You're
to
right.
you?
You're right.
And you're just playing, and your playing is just awful. Like the notes don't even sound right going from one to the other. There's no carry on pattern to the melody. It's just it's rough.
I have a more important question on this all of a sudden.
Okay.
What did she do with the 2 lit torches?
I didn't even.
I threw them to the side
threw them to the
in
side.
dramatic flourish.
Okay.
So they are on the boat flaming.
So there's 2 lit
They're
torches
both on fire, in other words.
laying right. They haven't caught fire yet, Kopic, but you see this. It's only like
damp,
5 feet away
right?
from you.
I don't see anything. I'm looking off the boat for weird faces to shoot.
Okay.
This is Matthew asking.
Then all of a sudden, Scratches of the soft Svenitia is like, oh dear. He grabs the torches, and now Scratches has the 2 torches in his hands.
Thank you, Scratches.
It's Capitan.
I would like to tell him thank you and tell him he's now inspired me for the second of my songs of my people. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. That's all.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So it's about this time, Obu, as you're playing the song, you hear something whispered into your ear. And you just hear somebody say,
shout out.
"Stop the nonsense."
I want to say, heck no, that's what I'm made of. And then just go, I want to look like this. Wait, I'm gonna copy and paste this picture in here.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to see it because I can't click off of the cams. So
Who are you talking to? What's going
Can I
on?
put pictures in here? Dang it. Aw. It's just that scene from El Dorado when he aggressively plays the lute. He just goes.
It's just aggressively playing. And as you aggressively play, all of a sudden 2 figures seem to coalesce next to you. They seem to be almost ethereal looking with matted crazy hair and wide eyes. And they seem to just come out of the fog right towards you. And it looks like they're not happy that you're playing this thing aggressively. So what I would like everybody to do is click on their tokens. And I'm going to need everybody to roll me some initiative.
Would that trigger my held shot or no? Were they on the deck?
They were behind you. So you were
Okay.
looking out. So it wouldn't trigger your held shot. Oh, oh no. Oh no.
How do I get a 0? Does that mean, do I get to go?
No.
Do I get to play?
Is there?
It didn't put you on the turn order.
Oh,
for some
I tried to
reason.
click me. It did. Oh, I've got
There you
the
go.
draw
Dirty
thing
20,
up.
mother.
Look
Sorry.
at that. Dirty 20. We got a dirty 20 going on. I'm going to go ahead and pull
Topic showing up to the fight even if nobody
Yeah.
else is.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
know
ahead
which
and
one it's on.
pull some guys out here really quick.
I know.
I am now gonna be y'all's impromptu bard, but I'm just gonna hit people with the loot. Like that's just how it works.
Okay, y'all
Yeah,
need to
I
take
can't
you
do-
some improvised weapon. What is it, Tavern Brawler?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I don't
Go,
like these
baby.
things. Why are there so
Can you-
many in front of me? I guess they really don't like
Can
them.
you add me on the turn order, Mike, or do I need to
Yes.
re-roll?
Yeah, I'll add you onto the turn order here in just a second. Let me get these guys up here.
That's secret.
Everyone's a stick.
And I'll add you here as go sideless. And you rolled a 0, so I can just leave you at 0 right there. Descending order.
Right at the bottom.
Put some combat music on, some battle music.
Everyone's a critic.
All I hear from the other room is da 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 da.
Okay. Oh, for some reason my Twitch video froze. I want to make sure everybody can see the turn order on there, so I'll refresh this really quick. Make sure our friends at home can see the initiative order.
My stream froze. Oh no, we're good. We're good.
For some reason I dropped some frames in there and it, okay, there, it looks like we got it now. And the first to respond to this happening is you hear Obu stop playing all of a sudden after aggressively playing for just a moment. Kopik, you're first to go during this as these coalesced figures seem to just come out of the fog and are surrounding different people on the ship.
Gob's gonna turn and seeing the one in front of him is just gonna literally drop the longbow and arrow on the ground in front of him,
Okay.
and then reach back, two hands, pull the greatsword out, and just in one move try to come right through the middle of the one in front of him.
Okay. Sure thing. You can go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Is this like Pokemon? Are they like vulnerable to the opposite?
Oh wow, that hits. I forgot to add Scratches and Marlin to the initiative order. I'll do that too.
Okay, so that is... Well, it's not activated, so it's 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing? Okay, let me add these two to the order really fast. Okay. 12 points of slashing.
Yep.
Okay, let's double check something really quick.
I get so mad every time I read Scratch.
12 points of slashing. Yeah, you seem to the sword, the things that are those shadow-like amorphous shapes that are running up and down it. They seem to almost cling to this figure as you guide your sword through it. You feel the impact, but it's almost as if like it fades through a little bit, but you can see its form seem to break up just slightly. So you definitely did some damage to it.
Oh, okay, then here comes my second attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to expend a superiority die on this one.
Okay.
And point at Obu and just say, go that way. And Obu can now use her reaction to move up to half her distance without taking opportunity attacks.
Oh, nice.
Now is that in one one move? I can do that
Yeah, you get a free
Yeah,
move of half your speed.
You get a free move up to half your speed.
like right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yep. You can,
Yeah.
It happens as your reaction and you just go.
So you can click on your token and move it half of your speed. in whatever direction. So you can move 3 squares.
And then that is what?
Oop. Right here.
It's a D8, so that is 15 slashing, and then so a total of 20. I'm assuming that counts as slashing, or it's my superiority.
Oh wow! Yes.
20 points of slashing to that same one in front of me.
20 points of slashing. Goodness gracious! Yeah, that one. As you slice through, it seems to just vanish.
Then as that one finishes, going to basically just step over in front of Obu.
Okay, you got it. That actually brings us to Marlin on the initiative order, and he's got one next to him up here at the front of the ship. And he is going to, he's not really sure what to do as these things kind of coalesce off from here. And is going to, it came up really close to him. He's going to try to reach out to grab it. And do a shocking grasp, which is going to hit.
Ooh.
As electricity seems to run off of this for 8 lightning damage.
Slay girl.
The question is lightning well? Okay. Yeah, seems to shock it a little bit. And he's going to attempt to back away from it. And move towards, well, actually he's going to come over here next to Dexter. As he shifts a little bit, the Spectre does take a quick swipe at him. And misses. Bringing us to Scratches. Scratches is going to lunge forward to this one in front with a rapier attack. And he lunges towards it. I think a 14 is going to hit. Yes, a 14 hits. Just Scratches hits as well. That's 10 piercing damage. But Scratches has an ability for some reason I didn't put it on here, but as long as he is within 5 feet of a creature and he's dueling with it, he also gets to add his sneak attack damage to it.
That is shiny.
Which is an additional 12 points of damage.
Nice.
So
I
that
like
one
that
is
full
actually
bite one.
looking pretty bad as well. Already, as Scratches seems to just be in a defensive stance with his rapier drawn. Obu, that brings us to you.
5, 10, 15, 20. I would like to throw a produce flame at the one in front of Willow.
One in front of Willow?
Yeah, and that is...
From where you're standing, you'd have to move up those steps to be able to do it, because you can't really see because this is elevated.
Okay, then I moved up to
You could
here
move-
or here.
You could get up there and do it, yeah. If you're, as long as you're next to Teague in there, you can see it and you can go ahead and throw it.
Okay, then I want to do that. And here I am. Here is me. And then where did my spells go?
Nice.
17's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Silas ducks, and this ball of flame goes over his head and hits the.
Why didn't
The
it
ghost.
do... How do I...
You should be able to
Do my
click right
damage
on.
now.
Click on
flame.
produce flame.
There you go. 3 fire
wow! No damage.
damage.
Much death.
And honestly, it doesn't really seem to affect the creature as much as you would think it would. It only took half of your damage.
Even greater.
And you still have some movement left and a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
I would like to, as a bonus action, yell all hands on deck. And
Okay.
then run back down here to Copic.
Okay. You got it. So yelling out to everybody else on the ship, which brings us to Willow's turn.
How big are these creatures?
They're taller than you.
Yeah.
They look human, but
Mhm.
as they go down towards the bottom of the ship, like you can't see the lower part of their legs. It's almost like you can imagine that their legs would be there, but they're hovering kind of above the deck.
So would they be considered like medium or?
Yeah, they would consider medium. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm reading about a wild shape that I've never used, and I wanted to see if it would work.
Okay.
Do it.
He's so fussy. It's been a rough day.
It's all good.
Have I ever seen a giant toad?
Yeah, I would say you would seen a giant toad.
All right, we're gonna try this. I've got a wild-shaped giant toad.
Okay. Giant toad. I don't think I have a giant toad miniature for here, and I don't think I have the stat block in Roll20. So you may have to do the rolls manually. Do you have some dice nearby or something that you can roll with?
This one.
You could use the digital
I can
dice
just
roller
click
there.
on-
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
I
just
can just
click on
click
it if you want to
Roll20.
click on that. We do.
Yeah, I'll just click. It's
I
fine.
don't have a giant toad. I know I don't have that under
That's
wild
fine.
shapes. I'll write myself a note.
How does this?
We need a giant
Wait, how does
toad.
this work?
Gant, what is his name from Naruto? Gantabuta?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready now. Sorry. So I'm gonna bite the one behind me.
Okay.
So let's see here. It says. So I just need to roll a d20 first, right?
Yeah, you can roll a d20 and then whatever it's usually under the bite it'll say to hit modifier.
Yeah, that should be a 23. It's a +4.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, good.
So,
And then it says. Okay, Matthew, can you pull it up and explain to me what I need to roll?
Yeah, so
It's a lot.
bite is a +4 to hit. On hit
So
it,
it's
there's
a 1d10 plus 2.
plus 2 piercing damage,
Mhm.
plus 1d10 poison.
So it's both.
Yeah,
So I need to roll.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically, you're going to
2d10s.
roll 2d10 plus 2.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Oh!
going to be 10 points of piercing damage plus 10 points of poison damage.
10 points of piercing.
Yeah.
You bite into it. You can feel something there, Willow, as your frog form bites into this thing. You can feel like you're biting something, but it's just a strange feeling. It's almost like feels ice cold to your. I guess you have teeth as a giant toad.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
It says
piercing damage.
also
so
the target is grappled
the target is grappled. Yeah.
and the escape DC is 13.
It does not seem to you as if the poison did anything.
Okay.
And I also want to let you know that as you try to grapple it,
It doesn't work.
it doesn't work. This
Ew.
thing is immune to the grappled condition.
Well, it was worth a shot.
That was a good
It was a
try.
good try. It was a very
Well,
good
so-
thought. I like.
Giant
I
toads
like.
can swallow things.
I like-
I want to eat one.
I like where. I like where you were thinking there.
It's like if I can just swallow it, go away. At least now I can jump in the water, though,
There you go. So
just in
what?
case.
So what would you like to do? Do you want to move, or do you want to stay put where you're at?
No, I'll stay put.
Stay put. Okay. That brings us up to these guys, and that one in front of you, Willow, is going to attack your frog form with its life drain ability. Does an 11 hit a frog? A giant toad?
Meats.
Meets it. Okay,
Yep.
so it does. It's gonna do 18 necrotic damage to you as it
Ooh.
breaks through you. Now here is the bad news. That's
Oh,
not
no.
even the bad news.
Oh no.
While you're in this fog, all necrotic damage is doubled.
Ouch.
Oh my god!
So what's that, 32? Is that what that is? Or 36?
That's how it
36.
breaks your wild shape pretty quick.
What was it again? It was 18 necrotic?
doubled. I rolled 3
So
sixes on 3d6 for that.
36. Wow, my wild shape is almost gone.
And you need to also make a Constitution saving throw. Oh.
Oh.
So your hit point maximum has been reduced by that. So like if your frog gets healed, it can't heal past that. So if you
So I can't heal past.
What are you
Okay,
at right
so
now in your frog?
How
form?
many hit points do I have left?
Yes.
3.
So you can't heal above 3 hit points as a giant toad.
Ew. This is terrible.
it's bad. The other one on the other
All right.
side is going to attack Tegan with the same ability, and misses with a 7. One of them is going to try to attack Scratches. Oof. Let's see if Scratches has anything to defend against that, because Scratches has a little bit of some extra stuff that might help him. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get that high. He is going to use his reaction to do Uncanny Dodge, which halves the attack's damage against him. So 16 is what it would have been. He's going to take 8 and make a Constitution saving throw.
Topic. I have an idea.
And he succeeds, so his he's okay, but he definitely took 8 points of necrotic damage on that, and he uses reaction. Kopic, one of these guys is coming up to you and make an attack against Kopic. Natural 1. Misses. As it tries to coalesce next to you and scratch through. You're muted right now, bud. I can't hear
Yep.
you.
As he decides to take a swing at me, well, screw him. I'm going to burn the superiority die and swing back at him.
Okay, you got it, man. Make it happen.
I can do that. Now, do I get advantage where it looks like he's... I mean, he's sort of flanked, even though...
Technically flanked with scratches, so yes, you do get advantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Come on, there we go. Okay, so that is... Not rolling. 23.
That hits. You can roll your
That's gonna
damage.
be 12 plus 19 points of slashing damage.
Wow, 19 magical slashing. That hurts. That hurts really bad. It's still there, coalesced, but it looks like it's fading in and out of the fog, trying to hold its form together. The other one moves up to Dexter up there at the front of the ship and attacks Dexter. And that's going to miss, as Dexter ducks out of the way of its grasp, bringing us to Silas. Captain Silas. It's chaos.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Chaos happening on your
All right.
ship.
It's unacceptable. Embrace the chaos. Unacceptable. I'm going to do a little hand symbol to where I turn one spell into 2 and use twinned spell with my meta magic.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast 2 lightning bolts, one directed at the one behind Willow and the other one at the one behind Tegan. And that is a Dex 13 save.
Dex 13 save. You got it. That's one for
And
the
it looks
one
really cool. It's like
by Willow.
both sides of the
Natural 1. That's going to fail terribly. And
Okay.
4. So they both fail their saving throws.
All right. So that is 8d6 lightning damage.
Did you do what? Do what?
I'm going to do 4 twice because
Shoot.
there you go.
Shoot.
So 37 points of lightning damage.
37 points of damage. Now, as you do this, Silas, the lightning zaps through these forms.
Yep.
The one is kind of hanging halfway out of a giant frog's mouth over there on the side as you electrocute right in front of it. You can tell, too, that the lightning doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would have thought and hoped.
Right.
But it was enough to make the one that Willow is currently trying to grasp disappear and vanish.
Okay.
The other one is still up, but does
We're going to
not
pretend
look,
you ate it.
Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
Okay, and then for my bonus action, sorry, I'm trying to keep the baby happy at the same time.
Oh, you're all good.
I'm going to. Well, are they? Yeah, I can't sit. It's not allowed. I think it's creatures within a certain space of me, within 10 feet of me. Were they within 10 feet of me?
Yeah. All now, is it all creatures, including
No,
your
it's
allies?
creatures of my choosing.
Okay.
So, yeah, creatures you can see within 10 feet, equal to half my sorcerer level. So they take 3 points additional
Of
lightning damage, which is 1.
Which will be 1 point. Yeah, since it's half.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Just-
yeah, that one's still hanging on, but definitely looks like
Okay.
it's fading in and out of the fog a bit as it's trying to rack Tegan right there at the bottom, back of the ship.
And then I'm going to just run this way behind Willow,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
All right, I
There's
didn't
a
put
bad
them.
guy. I'm gonna run away.
I didn't put
Oh,
them
wait.
on the initiative order, and I forgot about them.
That's
But I'm
fine.
gonna roll for Tegan and Dexter now at the bottom of the initiative. So I'm gonna grab a character sheet for those guys, which is just this character sheet. And
I'll be back.
Tegan is just gonna try to take a swipe at that guy with the scimitar, and rolls a 7. Unfortunately, he misses in all the fear of facing these individuals. Dexter takes a shot at the other one, and a 12 actually hits for 6 damage, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to do as much damage as he would have hoped. And that ends their turn, bringing us back to the top of the order with Kopic.
Okay, so Kopic gonna.
You can, Obu, before that turn ended, you could hear people start rustling down below deck. It sounds like your calls are waking them up, but it's only been about 6 seconds, so it's going to take them a little bit to get situated and up there.
Makes sense.
Okay, so Kopic's gonna take a swipe at this thing right in front of him.
Okay, you have advantage, still flanking.
Okay, that's
Hey.
23.
That's going to hit. Roll your damage.
That's
Hey.
14 points of slashing.
It fades out of existence in front of you and has disappeared.
Okay, and let's see here. What is? Okay, I'm gonna move 10 feet over here and use my second attack on this one.
Okay. The 21's going to hit.
21. Ooh, 10 points of slashing.
10 points of
Mhm.
slashing. So as you dispatch this first one and you move into another flanking position, as you're doing so, you're swinging the sword with both hands, coming across your body. You slice through this one as well behind Scratches, and it dissipates as well. And Scratches looks at you and says, "I had that one."
Work faster. And then 5, 10. And then let me just look at and I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run back over this way and get on the other side of Obu, as their closest one to Obu on this side is up dealing with Tegan.
Sure. Gotcha.
I'm not concerned about dinner. I mean, Marland.
One thing I forgot to do is your good goblin friend up there in the crow's nest would have taken a short bow shot too at that one in the front of the ship. And hits.
13.
And hits, but it only does half damage, unfortunately, because it's not a magical bow. All right. Cool. That brings us to Marlin, who is also going to try to shift over a little bit to get a better look at this thing that he's not really sure what it is. And he's going to... Hey, why not? He's going to try to Witch Bolt it. Lightning seemed to have an effect on it. 24! It's going to hit! Wow, Marlin! 12 lightning damage. Unfortunately, it's
On each
halved.
of your targets.
Unfortunately, it's halved because the lightning does seem to do some, but doesn't do all. And I think he can just hold on to that, but I do have to roll a d20 to see if anything accidental happens. And it does not. So he keeps composure in the means of this situation. So now he's holding on to that witch bolt and he stays there. Scratches gets to go. He's facing the front of the ship, so I think if he saw the commotion in the front, he would probably move up by Marlin and then use, I think he can rush up as a bonus action as well. Yes, as a bonus action he has cunning action, so he's going to run up his speed, get on the side of Dexter here, and then make a strike with the Z-Rapier. 16's going to hit. For 7 piercing. Unfortunately, it's halved. That one's looking pretty rough up there in the front of the ship as well. And that'll end Scratch's turn, bringing us back to Obu.
Hello.
Hello.
I'd like to. Well, you know what? Let's go in guns a-blazing. And let's basically. Can I run around Kopic?
Oh yeah,
Since
you
he's on
can
the
you
stair?
can move through players.
Okay. Then I want to get in this thing's face and attack him with primal savagery.
Okay.
I just want to look like I jumped out from the sky and just. Wow.
Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and roll your attack roll against it.
And well, what? Then I guess I didn't attack.
It's your D. It'd be a D20 plus your spellcasting.
It's a D20 plus wisdom modifier plus proficiency bonus.
D20 plus wisdom modifier, which is.
Oh,
that's
I don't think
good.
it matters. It's a 21 with just the proficiency.
That's very good. Go ahead and roll your D10 acid damage though.
2d10. Roll a second one.
Oh yeah, you're 2d10. Yep.
Let me do
it
click it,
skills?
dang it!
Here we go.
10 acid.
10 acid damage. It doesn't seem to do all that much damage, but it does enough to make this creature disappear as you break through it with your claws. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Obu?
I guess begin running over here to this other one.
Okay. How much speed you got left? So you got 10.
I did up
15.
here.
You got about 15
got-
more feet. Yep.
I can make it exactly there.
There you go. Perfect. And that brings us back to Willow. The giant toad.
The giant toad. The giant toad can only leap 20 feet. So
Okay.
I guess I'll start leaping to the other side of the ship.
Okay, so you could do 2
10,
leaps and do 40 feet.
Okay,
As if you're using your action to dash.
sure. Well, I can make it to the other side of the stairs.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
That's
So this massive toad is just launching itself across the deck. That brings us back to the baddies. And it seems as if 3 more coalesce.
Do what now?
One appearing next to Silas. One
Now I
appearing
just moved.
right in front of Kopic. And one right behind Scratches.
Oh no, they're flanking him. No, ma'am.
And they're gonna all attack people that they're next to. So Silas, this first one is attacking at you. His life drain ability. That's a 12 to hit. I don't think that's gonna do it.
I think he's a 17.
Yep. That's,
Let me
that's
see if I
gonna
can just
miss.
move.
I'm pretty sure that's a miss. And then we got
Yeah.
one coming at Kopic. That's only a
Yeah,
10.
he's 17.
So
That's not gonna do
I'm
it.
going to burn my reaction again.
Okay.
Another superiority die, and I'm going to hack at it.
You got it. Make it happen.
You attack me, I attack back.
Take that, you shimmery butt.
24.
That hits.
Let me just make sure. Does it say that I add? Pretty sure I add my superiority die to this one. I just want to make sure. Say add superiority to attack damage. So that is, ooh, lousy damage on the beginning. Only 7 for the main.
For the first.
Ooh, and only 3. So a total of 10 slashing.
Total 10. Still makes a big impact on this creature as you take advantage of the miss of your opponent and gash this ethereal image of a, almost looks like a pirate as you're gashing through it.
Bloody pirates.
And the other one in the front,
What is that?
the weak one, is going to attack Dexter. Natural 1 misses. The other one has advantage because it's flanking with Scratches there. Is going to attack Scratches with a 19. And
Oof.
Scratches can't, even his special abilities aren't going to avoid that. Other than he can spend his reaction again. This is, I believe it's been a turn since he used his reaction. He's going to only take half the damage this time. So it would have been 14. He's only going to take 7. And he's going to make that Constitution save. And just succeeds. So Scratches is taking a little bit here. Take 7 more. My Roll20's being slow all of a sudden. I don't know why. There we go. And that ends their turn, bringing us to Silas.
All right. He says he wants to twin spell Ray of Frost, the one in front of him and behind him.
Okay, sure.
So that's
Yeah, make 2 Ray of Frost attacks.
2. Is that 2d20? And he said plus 5 to hit.
Yeah, plus 5. Yeah, so just roll 2d20 and plus. Oh, he needs to start letting you roll for him.
Yeah, for real. That was beautiful.
Those both hit, and I believe it's
Awesome.
2d8. if I'm
2
not
8.
mistaken.
Yep, 2d8.
2d8 on each. So if you roll 2d8, then 2d8. The one's gonna be 4d8
Oh, that's right.
because it's a crit. So you can go ahead. We'll count
4.
that as the second one. Whoa. So
You're welcome,
19
Turner.
The
and
first one, 19. I believe that's cold damage. Let me double check. Ugh. It seems like it only did half to him.
Boo.
Yeah.
And he said it should be minus 10 movement speed for them.
Yep, minus 10
Okay.
movement for them. And this one did 5 points of damage, which ends up only being 2 points of damage. But they're
Boo.
minus. They lost some speed, so I'm gonna go ahead and put. Is there like a boot or something on here? Yeah, I'm gonna put the boot there, so I can remember. It's their speed. There we go. Did Silas want to move, or is he gonna stay put?
Do you want to move? I'm going to say no. He's staying put.
Okay. And
I made a
now,
decision.
now the rest of the crew gets to go. Tegan's gonna make a swipe and has advantage because Kopic is flanking with him. He's gonna take a swipe with advantage. 20's gonna hit. 7 damage is gonna end up being 3 as he slices through the back of this creature. The other guy, Dexter, is gonna make an attack against that one coalesced in front of him with his scimitar. 18 hits. Unfortunately, that's only 1 point of damage. He needed 1 more point of damage. That one is looking really rough, but it's still up. The goblin is going to go ahead and shoot at that same one with a short bow. And hits! And makes it disappear.
Yay!
So you
Oh my
guys,
god, let's make a big deal for the goblin.
these guys,
Just be like,
yeah, you guys hear the goblin up in the crow's nest start to cheer gleefully at that. That is all the bonus guys. So that brings us back to Kopic.
okay, so Kopic's gonna hack at the one in front of him.
Okay.
As you know, that seems to be working. 25.
Yes, that hits.
That is 12 points of slashing.
You slash through it all the way through, and it disappears in front of you, Kopic.
Okay, and Kopic's going to 5, 10, 15, 20 over to here.
Okay.
And is going to take a swipe at this one.
You got it.
And actually, let me just see what I've got here. That's a 21.
21
And
hits.
I'm going to burn a superiority die again.
Okay.
And going to point over at. Actually, let me just make sure. That dissolves. Come on, close that. Thank you. I can see. Okay. Point over at. We'll say point over at Obu and say, "Well, there's still one more over there." And stop pointing at the front of the ship. So if Obu wants to use half her reaction to move half her movement towards it,
All right.
she
Sure.
can do so.
3 more squares. Yeah, there you go. Obu gets
And
a
that
free-
is a total of 18 slashing damage to that one.
Kopik shouting across. You can see as you're shouting commands towards Obu. Obu runs, heading towards the front of the ship where there's still some commotion. And you just, with the other hand, start to swing and then bring your other hand over and just strike diagonally down through this creature, and it disappears.
Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, okay, 25, 30 to get down there.
Okay.
And then actually going to, I'll end it there.
End it there? Okay.
Yep.
Marlin does not have Witch Bolt on anymore since the creature he had it linked to has been dispatched. So he is going to go ahead and he's going to use shift here and use lightning lure and try to pull it closer to him so it's not like behind scratches. So he's going to use that lightning lure ability that he has. Charner's not here and I don't remember how to do this. I think he has to make a spell attack to do this. I believe that's going to be a +5. So I'll just roll a d20 and then add 5 to it. Ooh. It's a 13. Might actually do it. It does. So he's going to pull it closer and do a d10 lightning damage. Or you know what? I think lightning lure is only a d6. Now that I think about it.
Trying to check.
Yeah, if you find it before I do, go ahead and holler it out. I'm
1d8.
1d8. Okay, so 1d8. I'll roll that.
It's a cantrip, so actually it levels up, so it would be 2d8 at this level.
Well, he's technically only a level 4, so would that level him
Oh,
up?
okay.
I don't think that.
No,
levels
it's
him
level
up.
5.
Okay,
5.
so it only does 2 points of damage to him, but he does pull him closer, and he's now kind of like in the midst of all those guys right there. And that ends Marlin's turn, bringing us 2 scratches. He's going to turn and take a quick swipe with his rapier. That will hit and do some piercing damage. Unfortunately, he's not the only one engaged, so he doesn't get... Well, there's somebody else within 5 feet, so yeah, he does. He's... I'm getting used to that ability that he has. It's kind of interesting, the way swashbucklers are. So he gets sneak attack too, because there's somebody within 5 feet that's an ally. So boom. That means he gets 10 extra points of damage.
Oh, dang!
Unfortunately, it's
dang.
of the weapons type, which means it's halved as well. All right, that brings us to Obu.
I'm a run up in there.
You run up in there,
Alright.
okay?
Right here. I can make it right here.
Yep, you can.
So, and then I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
With.
Tell me how
Let's
you're gonna
go
kill
with
him.
Primal Savage.
Primal savagery.
I'm gonna kill him real hard
Okay.
with Primal Savagery.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it that way because I screwed up. So it's 2d. Wait,
You got to roll your d20.
You do make
rolled it.
You make it with advantage because you're flanking with Dexter.
Okay, then I have to do that, and then I'm okay. It's a 13.
Plus 3, plus what's your wisdom modifier?
3.
So plus 6,
Four.
that's a 19.
Yeah, you hit. You can roll your damage.
I hit.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna do 2d10. Wow, that's lame.
Nice. 6 points. Unfortunately,
Wow.
it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would have hoped, because it only does half.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
I
Okay.
want to be really sassy about it.
You're going to be real sassy about it. Okay.
It's gonna be like, not dead. And I'm like, well, fine then.
All right, that brings us back to Willow.
All right, Will is convinced that she ate the other one and that's how it died, so she's gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump over here.
Okay. You're kind of like,
And-
because you're such a big form now, you're kind of like hanging
Yeah,
on the
I know.
railing, kind of, as you're jumping up there.
Desperately trying to reach.
You are flanking with scratches, so you do have advantage on any attack you make.
All right, awesome. So, do that again. Okay.
What's the
Plus 5,
Plus
plus 4.
Yeah, so
Plus
it's
4.
12.
12 is
Yeah.
just enough to hit.
Whew. All right, 1d10 plus 2, so that's piercing.
7 piercing. Okay.
Plus, and it's like 1d10 poison damage, right?
Okay, you
But
don't.
that doesn't
you don't need to
affect
bother
them,
rolling
so-
it because it doesn't
yeah.
seem to affect them. But so
Mhm.
7. So you did. Like I said, the piercing damage doesn't seem to affect it quite as much,
Mhm.
and it's not technically grappled. You think you're grappling it, but it's not
But it's
technically
not.
within your grasp.
I was like, yeah, I got it.
All right, I believe that'll end Willow's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's looking around, it's trapped between all these foreboding figures. It's just going to go ahead and attack the massive frog that's trying to eat it. So, life drain attack.
I'm okay getting stabbed. I don't want to get swallowed.
Oh.
Jesus.
And that damage is doubled in the fog. So that means that's what, 32 points of necrotic.
So that needs to go against my
29
frog,
points.
and then
So basically what
My
happens is
regular
your
health?
frog, your frog
Yep,
takes the
my
3 and
frog's
then
gone.
you go to yourself. And then whatever damage is left, you take that. And
Gross.
then you make a constitution save as yourself against the other ability that it has.
That is mightily gross.
I don't like that. So, got math now. Making me do math. Okay, so I have my HP,
Mhm.
and I can't heal above that level now.
No, you have to make a constitution
Okay.
save first. And if you
Oh,
fail
sorry.
it, then that effect takes
Then,
place.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Constitution.
No, you succeed.
Okay, cool.
So it doesn't.
Yay!
You
I
still
can
you
heal.
still reduced your hit points by that many,
But I
your
can heal.
maximum hasn't been reduced.
Okay, cool.
So you can fill up to your maximum. Got you.
I am no longer a frog.
And that actually brings us to Silas's turn.
He said. Let me open my phone again. He wants to use Witch Bolt, 4th level.
Oh.
Is that gonna hit me? Are you gonna hit me, Charlie?
He's gonna have to move closer. Probably.
Okay.
I think Witch Bolt is 30 feet.
I think he has 30 of movement, right?
Can I see
Yeah,
his
I
character
mean,
sheet? I'm
I'm
reaching.
pretty sure if he moves, he'll be able to get into range.
He said 60 feet.
It's 60 feet? Okay, yeah. He can
Alright,
make an
he's good.
attack. Yeah, he can Witch Bolt all the way across the ship.
All right. Oh, he said he has Spell Sniper.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, that's gonna be +5 to hit, so 13.
13 hits.
All right, and then 4d12.
4d12 lightning
There you
damage.
go.
This thing is cooked. As his lightning shoots across from Silas's palm, and this figure vanishes into nothing. And that will take us out of initiative order.
Phew.
So I'm going to remove the turns and remove our combat music. And get us back onto the high seas a little bit here. And they've just finished up dispersing them. You guys have noticed that since the commotion has taken place and Obu was yelling down below deck, the rest of the crew start to emerge out from the lower decks now as
We're like, it's okay now. We got it.
Yeah, perfect timing, right? That's how that works.
You guys are right on time. It's time for dinner.
So the rest of your friends who were down below, I'll just drag them up here and put them up on top of the deck. And you guys can take it from here.
Did anybody like do a summoning ritual downstairs? Why or their ghost on my ship?
Lida's
Ghosts sound like magic things. Who does magic?
Somebody's at fault. It's not me.
I don't do the heebie-jeebie lights out of my fingers like, oh wait, that's right. That's you and that new guy who just joined the ship today. Isn't this the first day we had weird spookies on the ship too?
We've been on ship for 12 days, but...
As I tell you, it's the fog.
Okay.
This is a dangerous place.
Well, do we need to make like a
How
hard
do we clear
left
the fog?
to get out of here, or do we just sail through it?
It's the spirits of those lost at sea.
You sound super creepy right now. Can we just like figure out how to get out?
Can we just like not?
How far to the island?
How far to the island? Let's find out.
We still have like 4 more days, I think. You
Yeah.
said 16?
Yep. About 3.5, 4 more days. About that.
And are there 2 crow's nests or 1?
Just one.
And we have been using our feather token, right? Probably not. We increase our speed by 5 miles per hour for 8 hours.
Okay, I will say it'll take that that half day from the 16.5. They'll take it completely out of the equation.
So 3 days.
So you got 3 days.
Cool. Yeah, this wasn't fun for y'all that were all sleeping downstairs. Thanks a lot for your swift action. I'm ready to go to bed.
Cog's still half asleep. Ugh. Pulling big crusties out of his eyes.
Ew, I bet they're huge.
They probably are the size of...
We're not talking about that. Nope, hard pass. There are some things in this world that I cannot handle, and ogre eye boogies are one.
Ogre eye boogies, yep.
Obu wants to immediately go back to sleep.
Okay.
And actually, no, she didn't lose any health, did she?
I don't think
So
Obu was hit.
She wants to take the next watch.
Okay, sure. So Obu's gonna stay up. Seems like a couple of the other crew members, after double checking the ship and around, you guys can see the fog is starting to break up a little bit as you continue to sail. I'd say probably within like 20 or 30 minutes of you guys continuing on forward, the fog eventually kind of just tapers off, breaks up into smaller like little cloud forms, and then just dissipates. And you guys are back out onto the open ocean a little bit.
Was there like a central point where it was the thickest, or it was just...
It seemed like it did get thicker at some point, but it was moving. You could tell that the fog itself was moving, so it wasn't stationary.
I wonder if there's something in there causing that fog.
I'm not going back in there.
No, I'm not either, but I just... Curiosity, I guess.
Curiosity almost killed the cat. Scratches almost died. We're not going back in
Is he okay?
It's good
He's
thing
very...
I have the 9 lives.
How many have you lost?
I lost count.
Well, 9's not a big number.
Well, there was a frog on the boat, and then the frog was gone. So I guess curiosity kills the frog.
True.
Poor Kafik. Yeah, kinda. Sure.
You're on the right track.
Well, Captain
okay.
the frog's
Spirit.
dead. Makes more sense.
Are
He's
the
not
goblins
wrong.
like Flick? Why are you, or Gleep? Why are you shivering and shaking so much?
Gleep don't like fog, but you see Gleep? Gleep make ghosts go bye-bye.
That's right. We did see that. Very good
Gleep,
job.
good
Gleep.
shot.
Yes, you keep doing that. You did a great job. You know, extra portion for you at dinner tomorrow.
Really, Captain?
Really, you can have it.
Can I give Gleep 1 copper piece?
Yeah, you gotta flick it up to him in the crow's nest?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to roll for it again.
Okay, roll for it with disadvantage.
Yeah. Go. Oh, okay, it's gonna be deck.
The boat is moving and there's a breeze, and you flick it up and it flies over away from the crow's nest, hits the sail and slides down the sail and hits the deck and just rolls right back to your feet.
I want to pick it back up and put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
just go-
Gleep watches you do that, and was holding out his hands as you toss, and now he's like,
Aw. Extra portion from Captain. Still good.
Feel good. Feel good.
So Gleep seems to be pretty happy and satisfied with himself. It seems as if the night continues on, and you guys continue on in your travel. The way I have it mapped out, there will be no encounters for your final 3 days. Is there anyone that has something that they would like to do in the final 3 days before you arrive? And I guess my second question would be, are you going straight for the island that Scratches told you that they were headed to? Or are you guys going to bypass it and go to the lighthouse on Macaw Island?
Is that the one with the woo woo fa, like the woo woo light that wants you to come in?
No, it's a different lighthouse. This one
Yeah,
it's a safe port where you can, dock. There's probably a small trading post at least where you could get some equipment if you wanted some equipment. It's not like a big town or anything, but it might be like just a small village or something there.
What do you
Basically, it's a
think,
place
Papa?
we could park the boat. Now, how would we get from that place to Spooky Deadman Island?
There might be some people at that village that might know that you could run
We have
into.
like a rowboat.
Scratches tells you that I think he told you that there was only one place that you could anchor the boat. What they did was they anchored the boat offshore on the southern side of the island, and they were able to get on rowboats and basically
rowed in. That's
rowed
right.
ashore in. The problem with this island is the southern side is the only place that has like a beach that allows you to head up to. The rest of the island is all cliff with rocky pillars that seem to come out in different areas. So it's really hard to get a ship close in all the other parts of the island. Even a rowboat would be hard because of the way the waves crash up against these rocks. It would make it extremely difficult. Because then once you got there, you'd have to climb the cliffside to get to the actual island itself.
We just left from the island. I don't see any reason to go to another store. I'll just go to the island and row our way in from the south.
Honestly, I would say the same thing. Let's wait for our Capitan.
The captain agrees.
Yeah, we're just gonna go straight towards the island with the lighthouse.
But no, the lighthouse is the one with the store on it. The other island's the one with all the dead folks and the magic blinky rock and dragon obeying.
Magic
We did-
rock.
We didn't want to stop by that village first.
Oh, why? What else do you need to buy?
Not buy, but maybe we can figure out some more about the island we're going to?
Ask the locals.
We could do some reconnaissance.
Kind of who's? Is that one of them fancy painters that does ceilings?
We're kind of who's.
Kopic, take a point of DM's inspiration, please.
That was good.
That was good.
Why? 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 What?
You know, weren't there like 4 of them that were turtles or something?
Twaddles.
Twaddles.
Twaddle.
Totals.
I love twaddles.
Cowabunga.
Yes, folks, I found a way to make Ninja Turtles canon in our world. Oh, the DM's gonna kill me.
All right, so you guys have 2 plans. You guys have one where it just says go to the creepy dead island where the dragon necklace is, or go to the lighthouse and talk to a bunch of ceiling painters. Those are the 2. That's what you guys have. That's what you guys are working with.
I kind of vote ceiling painters. Like, I like the idea of the Renaissance. Doing
Well, now that you say it, if they do paint ceilings, they can probably fix up the painting I did.
You're not wrong. You're not.
Oh, you
Let's
saw
see
it?
who we.
Oh, you saw the painting?
This
Okay.
is Obi, this is the first you ever heard of Kopic doing any painting.
Wait, you paint?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Oh, nobody noticed.
What did you paint? In the past? With
boat.
paint, right? Like,
Yeah, it's boat.
paint.
Yes,
You painted the boat?
yes.
She bedazzled.
I thought the goblins painted the boat.
Well, but then we thought we was changing the name. So we
Did you
painted the
change our-
boat.
Did you change the boat's name already?
Did you already
Yeah.
do that?
I gotta see.
Oh my god, is this what you were doing? Sleight of hand? Is this what you were...
All right, Flick, come
Topic,
here.
what does the boat look like? I
Flick,
just need you to tell
come
me,
here.
what did you do?
I'm gonna hang Flick off the side of the boat and have him read it
Okay.
upside down.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're hanging Flick outside the boat.
Upside down. I want to see if he can read it upside down.
But can't he read?
Okay,
I don't know if he can read.
Flick's hanging off the side of the boat. He's like, Captain, don't drop me.
You're good. I got 3 fingers on you.
There's oh, yeah, there's some letters.
What do they spell?
Looks like it says. Let me see.
You mean turn you around? Can you read upside
Knock,
down?
knocky, not it. Ehet.
Knotted hat. No?
Maybe.
It's really. He turns his head sideways. He's hanging upside down and stuff, and looking at it.
Kopic, what'd you do?
Does it say not a hat?
Are you looking over the edge?
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like leaning really hard.
Okay. It's really difficult to see because it's still dark. But I guess maybe you could use your dancing lights if you wanted to move them
Yeah,
down
I'm
there.
gonna move a dancing light over.
Where the Emerald Fate used to be, it now says the Titan Icon.
Titan icon.
And it's painted well, but it's not painted with a skilled calligrapher's hand.
Right.
What? So like it's applied really, really well, but like the letters are all like not the same size.
Yeah, imagine
Calvin and Hobbes writing.
yeah, it's like Calvin and Hobbes writing, exactly. Yes. It's very good for a Goliath.
So you want to tell me, topic? First off, great technique, but why Titan Icon? Titan Icon? Why? Oh, you're muted.
There's the mute.
Thank you, of course. Somewhere God said something about it and that happened, so. Well, I was thinking we're going after the Ash King, and then I was thinking, ash, rock, stone, and rock, stone, all that doesn't really sound like good floating names. And you think, okay, well, what are things that you're dealing with? Like, rock and stone are big things. Like Titan's big.
Huh? Is A plus B equals C? Is yeah?
Pretty much.
A plus B is yeah.
And then, I mean, like his train of thought, he's got something going. It's like rocks leads. I think it's lovely, and I just want to like.
I figured if I call it rock and then Captain drove us into a rock, it would be my fault somehow. If he manages to somehow float us into a Titan, I'd be a little impressed.
I'm just gonna close my mouth, close my eyes, and then just walk off. Just away.
Walk away.
Let Silas go and let
Stop
him
it.
explode. Just
What does this do for you? Like, does this make you happy or feel powerful? Are you the captain now? Like, what is?
Captain just sort of scratches his head. Said we were changing the name.
So you were genuinely trying to help.
Name has changed.
Correct. It is changed. But I thought we had decided
I would have had it
to-
painted, but I only got 200 gold, so.
So you paid 200 gold to have.
No,
that
I painted it
You
because
did
I
it.
couldn't afford to pay him to paint it.
done? Okay. Well,
now I feel bad.
A for effort. You definitely.
A for effort, D minus.
Yeah, D minus for execution. But
Oh, you know what they
thank
say?
you. I mean,
D
we
minus
haven't
is
run into
still
any trouble.
passing.
What did he say?
D minus
D
is
minus
still passing.
still passing.
It's still passing. That's right. That's right.
Not wrong, Coffin.
D's get degrees. That's what they say.
That's right.
Well, thank you.
Well,
gonna-
we're obviously not the Emerald Fate anymore, so nobody can be looking for the Emerald Fate.
I think we're gonna take this as a sign that we're incognito. We're traveling under a pseudonym, and in the future we will.
What
once
did
we've
Cog
cleared
have
our
to do with
name-
this?
What's that?
What's Cog got to do with this?
Cog doesn't-
Yeah, what's Cog gonna do with this?
Oh, incognito does not have anything to do with Cog. Thank you. You can go back to sleep, Cog.
My last name not Nito.
Not yet.
Does Cock have a name?
Cog don't have last name. Too many letters.
Nito. Cognito.
That's not how I would spell it.
How would you spell it?
N E E E
E.
E D O. Nido.
Go. Got it.
Yeah.
That's a
Too
lot of
many
letters.
letters.
Yeah, you just said too many letters. Are you sure?
Way too many. Never remember all that. I forget how many E's already.
Always 5.
Incognito.
As many
No.
efforts as you have,
Oh, 5. Right.
5 E's.
You must know a teacher.
And then he just walks away.
So
Cop is going to try to use that moment to just sort of like slink around the side of him and just sort of try to sneak away with him.
All right.
I'm going to bed.
All right.
that's-
Silas just kind of ignores you.
Yeah, Will is going to take a long rest.
Yeah, Scratches
take a
seems to
long
need
rest.
to rest as well after that encounter.
Lyda, you're up.
You know, it's... Well, fine, Captain, sure. I've only been
I'm gonna have
resting
bad
for a
dreams.
short period of time, but I'll take it. You guys
Wait,
rest.
wait. I was up. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm on first watch because I basically don't need sleep.
It's
Right
still
now.
first watch.
Okay.
Go back.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep, Lyda. It's fine. I got it.
I
So,
suppose I can stay up. Nobody touch me.
You
I mean, granted, I did all the work anyway. But,
You did all the work.
well, I killed 5 of them. How many you do?
You should have seen the other
He's
side of the
got
boat.
you
You weren't
there,
even on the other side of the boat. Yeah. As far as I know, Willow and Gleep did more work than you did.
Oh, that's rude.
them fighting.
I couldn't see the other side of the ship. It was really misty.
Who knows?
over
what
in the
he did?
corner, Cog's going, E, 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 D. Oh no! I must start over. E, E. It just keeps on going over and over in the
Poor
corner.
guy.
Cognito.
Cognito. Beautiful.
You guys
Alright.
just gave your ogre
Yeah.
buddy a last name.
First in the realm.
Me. Go.
Okay.
All right. I'm
Heck yeah.
going. We got this. Back to watch. Into sleep.
Okay. The next 3 days pass. What was the ultimate decision of the group? Was it to go to the village, or was it to go to this small island corrupted by undead creatures?
Village sounds nice. Maybe it's like a little Scottish village. Yeah. Fish and chips and
Yeah, I'd say so. We can do.
So it seems like the majority is pulling for the lighthouse on the opposite side of the
Yes.
big island there. Okay.
yes.
Scout.
So those 3 days pass. So everybody gets the benefits of a long rest.
Sweet.
And you guys are, you guys can put your hit points back up to full. If you were affected, I don't think anybody was, but if you were affected by their ability to reduce your hit point maximum, it disappears after a long rest, so you can go up to your normal hit point maximum once again. I think it only affected the giant frog, and then since the giant frog was dispersed, it wouldn't have mattered anymore.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way to Macaw Island, down here of the Feather Isles. So you guys make your way there. You see the other island as you pass by the smaller island. You can see there are 2 islands that are relatively close, one larger that is beyond. You guys are sailing around the first island, and you can see exactly what Scratches was talking about. It's very treacherous around the island, except for the southern side. And when you guys come around the bottom of the southern side, you can see it's relatively open. It looks like there is a place where you could funnel in. You could get probably pretty close with the Emerald Fate, or in this case, the Titan Icon. You could get relatively close and then lower the anchor and be able to take dinghy boats or rowboats in. And there's a nice sanded beach that leads up, it looks like, for a significant amount of way as you guys travel by during the day here. Once you come around that island, you can see the bigger island in the distance. You can see a lighthouse, and every once in a while you can see a big light. It's during the day, so it looks more like if light was reflecting off of glass or something like that. You can see this shininess every once in a while kind of appear and then seem to dissipate. And as you make your way closer, you can see there is a lighthouse with a small village around it. Looks very small. Looks like buildings just made out of log cabin-esque looking buildings. There is a crude looking dock that comes out into the deeper waters. You do feel like you could actually port the ship here, but it doesn't look like you could port more than probably two larger ships here at a time.
Yeah, we'll take it. So you say we take it all the way to a port?
You can take it all the way to port, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take it all the way up, and when we get there, we'll leave our main crew on the ship.
Quite a little bit.
And do you guys want to take Marlin and Scratches with us, or do you want to leave them on the ship as well? We'll take them. Marlin, Scratches, y'all are with us. We're gonna head into town, and the rest of the crew, y'all stay here.
Marlin says, sure, Captain. And they get their things gathered up, and they're willing to go with you.
Cool.
So you guys, along with Marlin and Scratches, head down the dock, and about halfway down the dock, you see a rather rotund human man. Seems to be making his way towards you off the dock. He's got an enormous red beard that sits upon his chest. He's wearing, if you... it kind of looks like Paul Bunyan with a red beard. That's what I imagine this guy looking like. And he starts to approach, and he looks like he's got quite a bit of a smile on his face. He's like,
Oh, ahoy there, far travelers. Welcome. Welcome to Macaw Island.
Ahoy! Thank you for greeting us on the beach here.
Your beard is quite magnificent, sir. Why are you so happy?
Oh, and thank you for the compliment. I brushed it this morning.
Does he have a cool hat on?
he does have a cool hat on. It's not a pirate hat, but it's kind of like more like a lumberjack's hat or something like that.
Like a lumberjack hat?
Does he
More
look
like a
like the man who
lumberjack.
gave
He
you
looks
that
like a
crap?
lumberjack.
They call me, my name's Major Ursa.
I like him.
Major Ursa.
Yeah. What's yours?
Are you related to someone named Ursula?
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Sounds kind of like my name, though.
Willow, isn't that a constellation?
Yes.
Are you named after the stars?
Ursa is a bear,
Am I?
right?
Am I named after the stars?
Big Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ursa's the Big Dipper.
Maybe I was. Interesting.
You were a spoon in a past life?
Are you a?
Are you making fun of me?
No.
No.
She's not.
No. Can I roll to see if he looks like the dude that gave me the crappy?
You don't even have to roll.
Yeah.
This guy looks nothing like him.
Okay.
The only thing they have
But
in
I guess-
common is the red hair. That's it. Everything else
I'm
is
going to
very
tell him.
vastly different.
I'm gonna call him Major Teddy.
No.
Major Teddy.
Well,
He
Yeah.
looks at you and
I guess you can call me Major Teddy. I might not respond. I'm used to Ursa, but it'll work, I guess.
Thank you.
Don't mind her. She still calls that one and gestures over at Silas. Still calls
Sort
that
of.
one snakes, though.
Snake. That's
She
strange.
gets confused.
Well,
Anyways,
What brings you to Macaw Island?
we'd love to we've heard of your village and beautiful lighthouse, and we'd love to stop by and meet some locals. And we're traveling on our ship here and on an adventure here. So
Oh. Yeah, the lighthouse is a pretty nice thing. I've been the keeper of the lighthouse here for a few years now, since I retired. It's
What did
pretty.
you do before?
Oh, I used to do adventuring like you all do.
did you take an arrow to the knee?
At one point in time, but I healed up pretty easily.
Oh, that's good.
I mean,
Do you know anything about that island right there?
oh, that one?
Yeah, what's that do?
Yeah, can't stand that place.
Why?
Oh.
It seems so idyllic.
Because it blocks the light of my beautiful lighthouse.
Aw,
We,
that sucks. Why not build your lighthouse astronomically taller?
well, we just don't have all the supplies and materials here. It costs a lot of money,
Why not then just sink the island?
Well, I think that would cost a lot of money too, to be honest. And I don't think we have the
Silas,
supplies for that unless you have some kind of tricks that you can do.
I can do lots of tricks, but I can't sink an island.
Gesturing wildly at Silas.
Want to see a card trick?
Mighty tricksy.
He looks at you though. And he says, I am part of the Macaw Mariners Guild though, and they've been talking about trying to hire somebody to go clear that island out so we can put a lighthouse on that island. That was
Oh,
so.
you mean like clear it out of debris or like
Chop down
of
trees?
wildlife? Yeah. how do
You could
mean,
say
Mr.
wildlife,
Mr.
like undead wildlife, if you want to call it that.
I wouldn't. I would like more information about your undead.
Undead wildlife, you mean like
Yes.
squirreltons?
Yes,
That's
yes.
a squirrel that's skeleton.
Very,
That's a squirrel
very
that's a
large,
skeleton.
very large squirreltons
Large squirrels.
that look more like humans than squirrels. Yeah.
That's it. That's the entire population. It's just going to be squirrel skeletons and human skeletons.
You know,
So, is it just this island? Why does this island have all these squirreltons? Why not this island? Do you
Well-
throw your dead over there?
well, here's the deal. That island, well, from what I understand, was home to, you see, a bunch of these strange priestly types that like to do things that aren't, I don't know, safe. Like bringing back the dead and all that junk. So they've been possessing that island for quite a long time. So that's why we've never been able to secure it to build a lighthouse on that island. Because, you know, who wants to go with all that creepiness to that island, especially when it's just flooded. But then some pirates came, a big ship, and they went into that island. And they crushed a lot of what was already there. I think they even took out all those crazies that lived on that island. It might be easy to go there now.
Crazies?
Yeah, crazies.
Were the crazies separate from the zombies?
Well, I think the crazies are responsible for the undead.
Oh, so the crazies are like the priests and
I think
stuff.
they're priests or cultists or something like that. Some kind of strange deity or something like that.
Do they ever
They make the heebie-jeebie with the hands.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I haven't seen it myself in person, but I've in my traveling adventures before, I've seen some crazy stuff where people have did some of that stuff with their hands and things that happened and changed around them, even raised people from the dead and turn them into zombies and all that creepy stuff.
Sounds like this guy.
See, that just
Voodoo
ain't
man.
that just ain't natural.
It's not one bit.
Them darn cultists.
Yeah, well, why would somebody do that to somebody?
Perfectly dang dead squirrel.
They don't have a choice. It's not their decision to make it.
Yeah.
You just,
Hey,
hey, you're dead body laying there. I just want you to get up and start running around. That just doesn't make any sense.
Darn tootin'.
I say you take the person who made the dead body, get up, cut his head off.
So that's what you do. You just lop their head off. Well, yeah, I guess. But we used to light a couple of my adventure buddies. They would light them on fire, and then they'd run around on fire for a while, and then just fall over.
Oh,
in
no,
heat.
no, I mean the ones. I mean the
Fun.
kooky ones that make them get up.
Is this like a sport?
I could see
It could
see
be.
the ones that are already dead on fire. That could be a lot of fun.
What
Just watch them run around in fire for a while.
Would Oku would not have experienced undead before, right? And so she probably wouldn't know it's okay. Player knowledge: silver kills undead, correct? Player knowledge.
No.
Not necessarily.
No, right? Is that from another game?
Silver's more like a were creature type thing
wizard?
or vampire type thing. Yeah, that silver usually has more of an effect on those types of creatures than undead.
Okay, cool. Well, we can lob some fireballs at them. So, who in this area has the authority to send us or tell us about the money part of the deal?
Well, that's the thing. See, anybody in the Mariners Guild can hire on some help. I mean, since I'm here at the lighthouse at port, they gave me this paper here, and he reaches into his vest and pulls out a folded up piece of parchment and hands it to you.
This is oddly official, and you were very ready to give me this. Are we the first group to come by in a while?
Well, you're the first group since after the pirates left. There was
And that
another group, but they went before the pirates. So there was probably more undead and more crazies over there. And they never came back.
So they're
I'm
probably
gonna
on
shoot
the
an
boat.
eye over at Scratches.
What?
Scratches looks at you as he.
Can I?
Yes, we was the pirates. I was with them.
He's back. So
But they didn't come here first. They just went to the island, so Scratches never met this guy.
Okay.
The pirates seem to be like
Okay.
working on their own accord, you know, and the pirates were obviously after something that this guy probably doesn't know about.
So, what are our steps?
Well,
What do we need to do to get over there and to hopefully help? Or we're looking for something that might be hidden over there.
Well, I guess the first step you could do is if you sign that paper, it guarantees you 2,000 gold pieces if you successfully complete the mission.
That's nice. Is there like a terms and conditions paper on
Well,
the back?
We're gonna let our lawyer look at this. real quick.
there are a few terms and conditions, but I don't think we thought it all through. You definitely gotta live and
Valid.
return here when it's done.
Yeah. Well, we gotta get the gold somehow.
That's an important term and condition. Okay, alive is a really good condition to be in
Right.
to get
As
paid.
far as conditions go, I think that's pretty clear. And the terms are just do the deed and come
Right.
back in good condition. That sounds right.
Okay. I've heard everything I need to hear. I want to hop in the boat, or I want to turn around. I want to look back at Mr. Redbeard guy, and I want to just say, "Yee yee," and then jump in the boat.
You're gonna go back to the Emerald Fate, basically, or
Well,
Okay.
we're gonna go to town first.
Oh.
If you want to go,
Ju-
you can go back to the boat. No, that's fine.
Can I see that paper he gave you?
Yeah. I don't know who gave it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, I assumed he handed it to you.
yeah, he handed it to Obu. Yeah,
Oh,
because you were the one who
here.
asked about it, so he gave it to you.
Kopek's gonna take it. Well, so we gotta sign it. You got something I can sign with?
Yeah, it's in the lighthouse though. You mind if I go get you guys can head out the trading post if that's where you wanted to go, right?
I could use some supplies.
All right. I'll head over to the lighthouse, get my quill, and I'll bring it back to you.
Kopek's just gonna stick the paper in his.
Shiny gold
And
armor.
is it like tuck it into the armor?
Okay. Yeah, so he heads up towards the lighthouse, and you guys are going to what looks to be one of the larger log cabins here within a very small village. I'm talking only a few structures. And there's just a simple wooden sign that hangs out from the porch of this place, and it just simply it looks like it's burnt etched into it. The trading post is the name of the place. And you guys enter to see there is just a blonde-haired human female that seems to be working in there. Seems to be stocking some things onto a shelf. She seems to be the only one that you see inside here at this point in time. It looks like as you're looking around the shelves, there's a lot of fishing gear, a lot of like boat oars leaning up in the corner. It seems like a lot of things that you would see at a very small port trading post such as this.
Okay. Well,
Kopek's gonna go looking around. Do I find any ball bearings?
Roll a perception check. We'll let fates decide. It's gonna be
That
difficult.
time I wanted to buy some. Obu stole them all first, so.
I gave you half of them though.
This is true. Oh, yeah, I don't see nothing.
They don't have any ball bearings in stock here.
Now I want to try for the ball bearings. Now I'm gonna steal them all for you again.
Because you're making a roll right after, the DC is even more difficult. No ball bearings here, Obu.
What happened now? Okay.
They don't have ball bearings at this store.
You guys are really looking for the necessities.
The woman, seeing you guys walking through, eventually stops what she's doing, stocking a shelf. Is like, may I help you?
Not particularly. We're just traveling. We might take up the conquest to the neighboring isle. We just came by to check out the town and see if you guys, produce any like cool local honey or I don't know, whatever neat here.
Cool local honey.
Oh, maybe they sell birds. And rare, Stitches did say he got his hat from here.
Y'all have any macaw feathers? Like, oh, can I see the sights? Do you guys have hiking trails?
Actually, we do have a few macaw feathers.
Oh.
One moment. She walks behind the counter and produces a very beautiful green and yellow macaw feather.
Is it bigger than Willow's?
It's not bigger than Willow's. Willow's got like the enormous plumy looking flower that kind of or feather that kind of hangs off the side. It's massive.
Probably bigger than my
How
head.
much for the beautiful flower feather?
I just want to show you. Garner is over here in baby jail.
Oh, Charter's in baby jail. Nice.
Help!
Help! Get him out of there.
Attica.
For you traveling, this one's on the house.
Oh,
Thank
gives
you.
you a
It's
macaw.
beautiful. I want to braid it into my hair again
Okay.
to match the Arakocra feather I have.
All right. Good.
I'll get one feather for every island we go to.
There you go. It's like
Right.
you're scrapbooking in your hair. That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
real gross.
They are
I did want to ask if he knows anyone that's been to the southern hemisphere. Just do my rounds.
I mean, there have been many travelers that have stopped by here to just get general supplies. I mean, I haven't heard anything in specific, and I haven't been there myself.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. And then I want to pet the feather and walk away and let them handle all the other stuff.
Insight check.
Insight check? Sure. Silas can insight check.
Literally anybody hit a d20 for me.
Yeah.
Because we're not anywhere near.
I got you.
Nope.
And I think my insight
Gotcha.
is like
You got an 11.
2.
Plus what?
I think it's plus.
You got 13.
Okay.
Okay, so Silas, you're not picking up any malice. It's legitimately seems like she might have heard things, but wasn't really 100% paying attention to them. I mean, she's just running a store.
What's plus 4? So that would be 15. But
Same result.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kopic's going through trying to see if
What
he can
was
get.
the name?
My name's
Okay.
Ginny. It's Ginny.
Jeannie.
Ginny. Ginny.
Jenny, is there anyone in this trading post that you look to for leadership or kind of look up to as a standout person?
I mean, I trust my husband, Kagrin.
Okay. Kagrin help you run the store, or is there like a
Yes,
trade
yeah.
town
Yeah.
hall?
Yeah, we work together with the store, but he's currently out helping to. He's out chopping down some trees for lumber to build other cabins and other homes here in case we're trying to build up here in this small village.
That seems like a common profession around here. Okay, well, thanks for the info, and I think we're gonna poke around a little bit.
Okay, absolutely. Look around. If I can help you with anything else, please just let me know.
Marlon, Stitches, Scratches, stitches.
Stitches. Yes. I had some stitches after the specter attack.
Do y'all need anything in the store? Are we good?
Marlon and Scratches don't seem to see anything that would interest them here.
Scratches has probably already stole whatever he wanted.
He might have.
Kopic is specifically looking for 3 things.
Okay.
Grappling hook,
Okay.
a 10-foot pole,
Oh god.
Okay.
I know where this is at.
and an oil and 1 or 2 oil flasks.
Okay. Roll a
I
d4.
love Obu's face.
Roll a d4 for me, really quick.
A
His
single
items aren't
D4.
all related.
Yeah, just roll a single d4.
1.
There is 1 oil flask. Looks like it's filled with oil for like lanterns and things of that nature. You do not find a 10-foot pole in here.
Okay.
You do find a grappling hook, as if they do utilize some of this to help to chop down trees and things like that. So you do find, actually, there's probably like 3 grappling hooks on the shelf.
Okay. Gonna grab 2 of those then.
Okay, that'd be just standard cost out of the player's handbook for these.
Okay. Oil, silver, grappling hook, 2 gold. So, okay. So that's 4 gold, 1 silver. I'm just gonna give her 5 gold.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're very generous.
Oh, appreciate you taking some of your stock from what you guys use around here. So,
Jenny, is there a certain place that you source any of your wares besides the island here?
From time to time, we'll get a ship of imports. It's not very often here, just because it was so small. But
Do you know where those ships may come from?
they come from all over. We have some come from as far north as Saywin. We
Okay.
have some from Amsile. We have some from Rodam.
So you kind of find yourselves as a neutral port.
Yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Okay. Just
It's-
trying to learn.
It's just business, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoever's got the best price and whoever's got what you need.
Absolutely. I mean, we do make a lot of our own wares here. Those grappling hooks, we actually have someone who's pretty good at working with some of the metals. And
You
is
hear
able
that,
to-
Kopic? That grappling
Oh.
hook is pretty good.
you got a metal worker.
we
Where?
do- he's currently with my husband, helping to do
Bloody
some
hell.
of the logging.
Grappling hook is
Uh,
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Do you know, is this forge outside?
His forge is just two cabins down.
Yeah, but is it outdoors or is it in his house?
I believe it's inside. Well, no, you know what? He might have it on. I think there's a back porch area that he uses.
I must restroom again.
Okay, you're good.
Do you think if I was to leave him some gold for the like coals and fuel and stuff, he might if I used it for a bit?
You know, I don't know. That's I don't really have the authority to say. You really should probably talk to him first. His name's Ivan.
I don't think we're gonna be here that long. Gonna go to the other island, but
Well,
maybe when we get back if he's around.
oh, absolutely. That's I can also let him know that you were looking.
I just let him know there's somebody. Reach over to his bench and sort of pull the smith's tools around a little bit, not take them all out, just pull the. I actually know what I'm doing with them, but
Oh,
the captain won't let me, put a big fire in the middle of the boat.
yeah, it's probably a wise decision.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying, but means I gotta wait and find places on shore to do it. And
Right, yes. Maybe Maybe one day you'll even own your own forge.
Oh, I was just gonna sort of lean back a little, just get this faraway look at his face.
Well, Kopic, we can stick around if you really need to use this forge.
No, just that same idea I had on the boat, and I ain't what holding nobody up for.
Okay. Well, you
There's a
good?
stick up? Okay.
Anyway, there's some squirrels that gotta go get killed.
Yeah, squirreletons.
Squirreletons.
Squirrel skeletons. Yes.
They're skeleton squirrels that do the Carlton dance.
Oh.
The squirreletons.
It's not unusual.
So we gotta find Papa Bear.
Oh yeah. You guys heading back out to try to meet up with Major Ursa?
Yep.
All right.
Well, where is she, Bear?
As soon as you walk out, you can see coming down from the area of the lighthouse, is slightly elevated from the village just a little bit, walking down a dirt path, is that large, foreboding figure of Major Ursa with his massive red beard, proudly walking towards you guys, confidently, and you can see he has an ink and quill in his hand. He's like, oh, well, there you are. I brought your quill.
I can use 2,000 gold.
Oh, it is quite a hefty sum.
Who is sponsoring this payment?
Oh, it's why the whole guild, the Macaw Mariners Guild.
Mariners Guild, that's right.
Yeah.
And do y'all have a place that you meet, gather, or?
Well, we do have a place. We haven't met in a while, but it's another small village towards the center of the island. It's a little bigger than this, but not that much.
It's like a boy band, like y'all broke up or something, or?
Oh no, I mean it's not a tiny island here. I mean we gotta we should just spread out a little bit. Get all our bases covered.
Okay. Well,
Oh, they got fishing here. They got the bear hunting in there. You got
yeah.
undead over there. You got.
let's go ahead and sign this contract and head on over to the island.
All right. Who's signing?
Copic.
Copic signing for the group.
Copic will pull it out and just.
All right. Copic pens, and it seems to Major Ursa's glee, he seems to be really excited to have a group that has taken upon this mission to clean off the treachery of this island, so that they can potentially build a lighthouse out there, which that you can tell that makes him happy because of his discouraging remarks he made about the lighthouse not reaching far enough and causing other hardships for other people. So. Great! And he takes it, folds it up, puts it back into his inner pocket of his vest. Anything else I can help you with before you go?
I'm good.
Just
No time to go clean off an island.
and look pretty.
Look pretty. Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
You can always
you.
return back here if you need anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. You guys all leave. He waves, and you guys see him getting smaller and smaller in the distance as you head to the dock. You guys reboard.
Capic's gonna lean over towards Obu a little bit and hold out the one oil flask. Oh no, this looks mighty small. This will be enough to burn all the trees.
What did he say?
Because the island.
Needs to be cleaned
Because
off.
we need to.
Nothing on it.
How about you hold on to that? I'll bet we're gonna have a better use for it when we're down there.
Yeah.
Maybe you can throw that to the zombie, and maybe the zombies will burn down the trees.
Yeah.
Oh, if I burn all the zombies and then send them running into the... Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Kopic.
What?
So I know you signed this contract to do this deal, but I know 2,000 gold is a lot of gold. But let's make sure that what we're going over there for is aligns with what we're doing. So if we don't need to clean up the island to get the stone we're looking for, the artifact, then maybe we don't have to clear off the whole island. If it's too difficult or, something happens, that may not be the most important thing that we're doing over there. Smell what I'm stepping in?
Capuchin looked down at his foot.
Ben agrees.
Well, if we don't do the job, how we get paid?
Well,
Yeah, that's a good point. Well,
it's too scary. It's too
why can't we get the stone and get the money?
We could, but
If-
I'm saying if worst case scenario we have to leave without finishing the contract, then maybe we don't finish the contract. You may have this moral complex to help everybody that needs help, but we don't always have to do that.
Says the most apathetic person I've met in my life that cares about nobody.
The ambivalent portal.
Right?
Basically, if it's too spooky, we get the heck out of Dodge.
That's right.
Nothing's too spooky.
That ain't fair to say. You were scared of loaf of bread.
Me?
Halfling trait.
It was a beautiful loaf of bread, and I made it special for Willow. And how can you say
And
that
then
I
it
was
grew legs and it started eating
that I
things. And then
made that had hair? It's just not fair to judge it like that.
we weren't judging it until it started eating people.
It didn't eat anybody. It didn't eat anybody. Nobody would eat it. I don't know why. It was perfectly good, but
Oh, no, I remember Tom.
As you guys board the ship and you're headed back to the other island, Willow,
Yes.
Obu, and Lyda think and seem that over the course of the last 16 days, we're able to piece together the maps that were stolen from Scar Island. And they put together a map. And I regret that I have not 100% finished it yet, but I have the map with me right here that you guys have put together. I'm going to share it to you on my Discord, but it's going to be really hard to see, and it's not 100% done, and I have to watercolor the rest of it just yet. But this is the map of Emora that you guys put together.
Ooh.
Okay?
oh my god, it looks like Italy, kind of.
So I am going to get this. I was going to wait on it, but then whenever you decided that that's what you wanted, we're doing with the maps.
Sorry.
I'll have it for you guys, so when we start to meet like in person again, and we can have you guys will have this in front of you, and you'll be able to utilize it.
Cool.
So.
Hey,
Thank you.
Willow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull Willow aside as we're back on the ship. Check your stone, your necklace.
Okay.
Is it glowing?
DM, is my necklace glowing?
It is not.
Okay.
No. We're good.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Yeah. Just it didn't start glowing until we were really close to what's his name, right?
Yeah.
When there's a
We were
dragon on
in
the
the-
island is when it
I think
started.
it was
We were
within
in
a
the-
certain amount of miles away or something like that, or feet.
Was it the
started
dragon or
glowing.
another stone? I
It
couldn't
was the
remember.
dragon, right?
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dragon.
So we're good.
Dragon.
Yeah, we're good.
Right? Just checking.
Dragon.
Okay. So I'm going to take you guys over to another map on Roll20 as you guys approach the island. And I'm going to put you... Oh, you didn't move. There we go. I'm going to put you here while I check this one really quick.
Ooh.
This is that southern part that I was telling you about. Actually, I can take you over to this one first. Let me take you back one. This is what the island looks like. And you can see that it's very hard to be able to get a boat near the north,
Dang, yeah.
the east, and the west.
Hold on.
By the way this is structured, there's not a lot of large trees on this island, but it's just elevated up so you can see like those parts where it looks like trees. It's more like thick, dense shrubbery and things of that nature. The other parts is just kind of grasslands, pretty heavy grassland. But at the bottom where it zooms in with the Emerald Fate there where you guys are at, there's this large area of sand duney beach down there at the bottom. And that seems to be your best location. And that's where Scratches said that the pirates went ashore whenever they were coming here the first time. Scratches warns you, as they are... You must be careful. There are... The undead, they come out of the sand.
Out of the sand.
Yes.
Maybe.
Are there sandworms as well?
Is it what?
I just need to know. Are there worms in the sand?
Trevor's.
As I'm unaware of worms. Did you not see any?
Okay.
I think I heard something somewhere. If you walk without rhythm, you won't attract none.
So I'm gonna
Or
take
you're just
you-
gonna T-step.
A really
But
big rock.
what's worse is half of y'all are hearing a Fatboy Slim song, and the other half are hearing Frank Herbert.
Or all of us aren't hearing any of it because we don't know what that is.
Y'all read a book.
Are you
Dude.
guys all able to see the group token at the bottom of this map that I put you on?
Chris and I are not because
Well, I have it up. I have Twitch up on my phone.
Just don't
Yes, I
look
can see
at
it.
don't look at Twitch too closely because there's things on there that are
I
just
will
for me and the viewers. So I don't want you guys to give away anything on the adventure.
Creeping
I
on
I
Twitch.
glanced at it to see the map.
You got it. I'm trying to make it so
And
you
now it's
can't.
gone.
There you go. Okay, yeah. So basically, what this is going to do as you guys pull up the dinghies. Now, who is going with you off of the ship? Is anybody coming with you, or is it just you four?
I'm going.
Kopic's going.
I want my money.
I think Marlon and Scratches are going too.
Marlon. I'll ask Marlon how he feels about it. Are you comfortable joining us, or do you want to hang back? I know that you're still a little skeptical.
You know. Didn't you tell me, Captain, to embrace the chaos?
Embrace the chaos.
I did say that.
Then why don't we just see how this
Embrace
goes?
Just roll the dice.
You know, I'm gonna
Take a chance. Right?
let's head to the beach. Come to the beach with us, and then we'll see.
Yeah, let's go to the beach.
Let's go away.
Hey, what you gonna say?
Why am I hearing like small violins playing music in my head?
Sorry, it was me with the harp again.
You really got playing that when the two of them are talking about going to the beach. It's sort of weird.
Right.
I keep
so
this harp with me everywhere.
You guys, Scratches goes. He definitely looks nervous. He's been here before, and he's known how this. He knew how this went the first time. So he's a little nervous.
Is the hair on the back of his neck standing up?
Yes.
I ask him, does he remember if the zombies came out whenever they were really loud on the sand, or if it was something else? Does he know if it triggered it? Like what triggered it?
Going quiet might be a good idea.
Does any of do we have any spells? I think I have darkness. Or is that another thing?
Can I just say I sort of jingle jangle like a fat man's coin purse?
Well, I
have an idea. I have this, and I'm gonna pull out the halberd. I thought about getting a pole for checking
don't
things
ignore
like this,
ignore that.
but
No, you're good.
I was thinking if I take this thing and just sort of like jab it down, tell us if something's under there.
Yeah, but if no,
It's got a 10-foot reach
I'm
on
gonna
it.
pass it over to Silas. Silas, can you take this?
What can I take? I'm sorry. What am I doing?
If I take my big
can you-
ass spear thingy and jab it into the ground,
Yeah.
if there's something in there, it will make a noise. This way it doesn't jump out and surprise us.
Do you have a metal pole?
Yeah, it's my halberd. It's big. It's got a big axe on it with a spike on the end of it.
You know, instead of that, since we're worried about something coming out of the sand, what if I electrocute the pole in the sand?
Oh, it's got a wooden handle.
That's what I'm asking. If you have a metal pole.
I don't think I got anything that's all metal.
Okay.
I mean, I got me. What if I lay down
No.
and you electrocute my armor?
No. How about a sword?
I can cast.
Oh yeah, I got swords.
Okay. Let's do a sword.
Okay.
Okay.
Topic's gonna turn around and
Are we on the beach yet? Or are we on the? It's still on our boats.
I would say you've gotten to the beach. You're just pulling the boats up onto the shore and getting yourself situated and ready. Excuse
Copy.
me, I've got to go get rid of my dog from this room before she goes crazy.
Yeah, that's fine.
let's see
Copy.
here.
If you'll.
Silence. Do you think that casting darkness would do anything? I mean, it would be dark. It wouldn't stop them from hearing us, though, but it would stop them from seeing us when they pop up.
But wouldn't
would
it also
say-
stop us from seeing them?
Yeah, and I think let's save. However, I know we only can cast so many spells, so maybe save that one just in case. Oh no, definite instead of a maybe. Kopik, I want you to do your favorite thing. Will you take a sword and try and chuck it to the middle of the beach and get it to land, point down?
Shing! Or a spear?
I can probably do it better with my spear than I could with a sword.
Yeah, but the sword has more metal.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Mm-hmm. Mike's gonna love us. for this
I
one.
sold most of my swords. I'm gonna reach out and pull the scimitar.
Okay.
Okay, there's going to be crinklage.
You'll get it
Yeah,
back.
A second.
And literally just sort of try to spin it, end over end towards the middle, trying to hope that I can, get it spinning right so it lands blade down into the sand.
Okay, just so you guys know, this beach, what you're seeing on this map, each one of these squares is 150 feet.
Ooh.
Oh, so yeah, no, then I'm not even going to make it to the next thing.
Yeah, so it's not gonna, you won't even make it to the next box. Throwing a sword. So this is quite a massive beach of sand dunes.
Okay.
Okay. I have it's either brilliant or stupid idea.
Go for it.
Oh, you don't want to hear it? You just want me to do it?
Yeah,
So, embrace the chaos.
we're right behind you.
Marlon's like, he looks at Kopik, he looks at Captain, he's like, embrace the chaos.
Yeah. I don't know if those are words to live by, but
Okay.
for right now, let's do it.
Words to live by.
Because I don't think Kopik fully believes the captain is telling us, I'm going to leave this to fate.
All right.
Heads, which is the numeral. Oh, wow, that is weird.
Oh
when
yeah,
it's
it's
split up like that.
it shows.
So it's a number 1 will be
Yeah.
heads, and that is Kopik's going to take what Captain says at face value and literally
Do it.
enact the plan immediately without discussing.
Sure.
The back half of it, which is basically looks like an Umbrella Corp from Resident Evil, like on his tails, and he will actually discuss the plan beforehand
Okay.
because he doesn't believe Captain actually really wants him to do it.
You can insight check, but either way.
Nah.
Kopik's not. You're not a perp, so he's not thinking in that respect.
Oh, a perp.
Really?
Oh, you dropped your
I
coin?
missed it. I missed it. Bounced off my belly under the desk.
Oh, no.
Heads.
Okay, where are you? Actually, I am not even going to bend over to pick that up. I am going to take a picture of it so I can
I'm
actually
really
see
hoping it's a 1.
Me too. Just say it's a 1. It's fine.
it. Okay, so from up here,
I hope those are good, Ramsey.
Okay. Oh, no, that went into the wrong chat, but.
It's fine.
He posted it into the wrong chat.
Yeah. That's going to really confuse all the people in the Star Trek chat. But it is literally a number 1.
Oh,
Sweet.
there we go. Fantastic.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Topic is going to
Oh dear.
take the scimitar and just start sprinting.
Yep.
And every
That's what
little
I'll do.
hill, every little bump in the sand that he can see is just going to start smacking the scimitar down on.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
I love this. Are you guys just
And just
taking
gonna-
off after?
No, I'm sitting my butt here and watching him, and
Okay.
just gonna let him
I need
do
some
it.
popcorn.
Yeah. Okay, here's what I'd like you to do, Kopic. I want you to make a perception check. And because you're sprinting and doing this chaotically, I'm going to call this with disadvantage.
This makes sense. Realistically, between the stomping and the sand flying and everything else.
As you're running, Scratches wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, and then sees you sprinting. He's like, "What's no? What? Oh!" And you're just taking off into the sand. Very good. Very good.
That's that one.
That's a natural 1. That's beautiful. It ends up being a 4. So here's what I'm going to do. You see Kopic running. He's running 50 feet, 60
Lord
feet,
help her.
100 feet. He gets past the first square of 150 feet. Are you guys letting him continue to run by himself?
I'm gonna walk behind him.
Okay. So, just for the sake of brevity, what I'm going to do is Kopic, with a 4, you begin to move the group. So you guys get 1 box up. Nothing seems to happen. You're slicing through these little piles. You don't make contact with anything. You move up to number 2. You get 2 through. And then there's this large dune in front of you. And you're like, I'd be stabbing. So what you do is you decide to turn right. And you you got an easier path here. And you make a couple swipes, and you actually hit something solid, and you realize as the sand goes by, it's one of the dead pirates. It's just laying in the ground. And then you move your 4th time, and it appears that nothing happens. But what I would like you to do at this point is I want you to do me a favor and roll a d8.
I'm so worried.
That's how many zombies are gonna
Actually,
pop out of the
actually make a d4 for me. Just make it a d4. It'll be easier that way.
More suspicious.
1.
Okay.
Oh, the hood? Okay.
Then you get to a spot where you're starting to slice through things. You slice through some sand, and you see something shiny in the sand.
Ooh.
And then you look down, and it's a scimitar. It's a sword, kind of sticking partway out of the sand.
You got him. You know
And
I got
as
it.
you see the sword, all of a sudden, 30 feet around you guys in all directions, 7 skeletons just burst out of the sand in a cloud of sand dust. And they are ready to engage. So I need you guys to drag a token of your own out onto here if you can. Guys, Kristen and Charner, I'm going to try to drag one out for you guys.
I can go downstairs and do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Pass me your
either that-
laptop and I'll-
We've only got about we're going to go for about another 10 minutes. So we'll have this one and then we'll move on from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs.
We're all gonna die.
I should have brought the apparatus.
You left the apparatus on the boat, yep.
That would have been. My thought was initially if Copy could run through and start waking them up, if they're popping up behind him, my thought was Silas could just lightning bolt through a whole stream of them who were if they were chasing after Copic.
But I don't have a battle map for this, so it's going to be all theater of the mind because we have just this big map. So go ahead and you guys can pull on your tokens, click on your token, and roll initiative from your character sheet, and it will add you to the turn order. And then we'll go ahead and get started with this little brief combat that we've got going on here.
I've got the DM's inspiration from earlier. So I'm just going to burn that and roll this with advantage.
Okay, cool.
Why does it? I click on my token and it doesn't work.
Mine's not doing it
Are
either.
you
Oh, it
rolling
did.
it?
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, that's all
I got it.
Well,
Okay,
the
so
first
that
one-
only shows me one roll for some reason. I don't know if that didn't work right.
Let me
so
do.
Oh, I didn't click on my token.
Kristen's character too.
I'm working on it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
So that ended up being a 16. So
All right.
Oh,
9
did
for
it.
Obu. There it is. Willow's
Oh, right.
coming
Willow.
next.
how did
do
you
want you
have
guys to know
like
that-
9 different rolls, Ramsey?
Oh yeah, which one did you roll first, Ramsey?
A 15 was the
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
your first one's a 15, so it should be good.
Ooh, 4. Not good.
I'll change it for you.
I do write with the green pen, by the way, just
Uh,
to match the green style.
Nice. Descending order. You guys seeing these skeletons kind of rise up out of the sand pouring out of like the spaces between their bones and out of their eye sockets and things like that as they look towards you. Copic, you're the first to react. They're only about 30 feet away, but they're kind of surrounded you guys as a group.
Okay, so it's basically 30 feet to get to any of them?
Yes, 30 feet movement to get to them.
Okay. Is there any group that's like 2 or 3 of them deep?
There would be like one that's like too close together, I would say, because there's 7 of them
Okay.
total.
So I'm going to run 30 feet towards those and I'll start hacking.
Okay. So Copic heads up to them. Okay, yep, you're within 5 feet of 2 of them.
Okay. So, attack the first. Attack with the first one. Oh, that's a nat 1.
A nat 1, that's gonna miss. What are you attacking with? Your blade?
Yeah, the great sword.
Okay, yeah, you would say the greatsword just actually cleanly goes through all the bones of the ribs, and then slides back out without doing anything to the skeleton.
Okay. This time coming down over the top at it.
Okay, you got it. I forgot to add Marlin and Scratches, so I'm gonna add them to the initiative while we're here.
Okay. That's an 18.
18 is enough to hit. You can roll your damage.
Okay. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing. Yeah, you carved that one up pretty significantly. It's actually, you took one of its legs completely off. It's still up, but it's very badly damaged.
Okay, I don't like that, so I'm actually going to burn my action surge.
Does it also? Oh, it's not activated, so it's not. Well,
No, it's not
actually
active.
You got it. Yep, action surge.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to burn my action surge,
Okay.
which is special. It doesn't use anything to do that.
Okay.
So then I'm going to bonus action activate the sword,
Okay. Yeah.
and then attack the same one again.
Okay. Same one.
Yep. That's a 26 that time.
That hits.
So that'll be 10 slashing and 2 necrotic.
You turn that skeleton to skeleton bone dust.
Bone.
It's
And
gone.
then the second attack will go
yeah.
to the second skeleton,
Okay, you got it.
and that's a 22.
That hits.
And that'll be 18, 8 slashing, and 10 necrotic.
That one is also destroyed as you come around, swing around after turning the one to dust, and bash into the rib cage of the other one, and bones just go flying everywhere into the sand.
And that'll end Copic's go.
All right, Copic's turn ends, bringing us to Scratches. Scratches quickly approaches one of the skeletal creatures and goes ahead and tries to make a rapier attack against it. So he's going to make a rapier attack. That's actually going to go through the rib cage as well, not affecting it at all. And that's going to end scratches, bring us to Obu.
What's up? I would like to go over to it. No, I'd just like to lob a produce flame at it.
Okay, sure.
I
So
just
you're going
wanna
to stay
throw
put
it
in the
at-
middle and
I wanna
just
be-
lob one?
Yep, I want to do it like I'm tossing the ball to my son.
Okay,
You know,
sure.
catch. Catch.
That
and then-
hits. 9 points of damage. Yeah, it kind of explodes on impact. You can see it teeter back a little bit, and looks like it has these black marks where the fire has like scorched the bone. It's still alive,
But not happy
but
about
looking,
it.
yeah, not happy about it. Yep. Do you want to move?
Oh no!
or-
Wait a minute. This entire time, my thing's been wrong.
You're supposed to be rolling.
My damage has
It's 2d8.
2d8s.
Yeah, it's rolling 2d8s. It's supposed to be
It
2.
says it on there.
Yeah, it says it on 2d8. You rolled a 7 and a 2. If you hover over the damage,
cool.
it tells you.
Oh, it automatically does it at level 5. It automatically bumps you up.
Yeah,
to 2 of
the
them.
cantrips do.
You don't
Yep.
do it on here.
The cantrips do, yeah.
So.
Sure. Anything else you want to do, Obu?
No.
All right. All right, brings us to Silas then, if Obu's turn is ended.
Are there any more groups within 10 feet of each other?
Yes. Skeleton 6 and 7 are within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, I'm going to cast Shatter, second level spell, and it is a Con
Nice.
13 save.
Con 13 saving throw.
Yep.
Fail. Success.
Okay, so that's 3d8. Sorry, baby's fuzzy. 14, and then I guess
One-
half for
one
the
takes
other
7.
one.
What? So this is thunder damage? Is that what the shatter is?
Like, it is considered thunder damage, yes.
Okay.
Thunderdome.
One of them is basically just falls apart under the
Sweet.
massive impact of the shatter spell. The other one seems to shake, and some of the shattered, tattered armor falls off of it, and you see a couple of its fingers fall off, but it's still standing there in the sand.
A creature made of inorganic. Oh, it's not made of inorganic material.
You good, Silas?
then,
or you want
I'm good. I'm just gonna hold my ground.
hold your ground? Okay.
And the baby.
It's the and the baby. It's the skeleton's turn. The one that was injured by Obu is going to charge Obu and try to strike it with a sword attack. So a short sword attack against Obu. Only a 7. I think you're going to dodge out of the way of that one. Kopic, one of the others, rushes up to you and is going to try to attack you with a sword. Short sword against Kopic. It's only an 8. That's
Nope.
going to miss.
I'm going to burn my reaction. I'm going to hit it.
Okay, go ahead.
You're like, stop it.
If you miss me, you pay for it.
That
Ooh,
is
dirty 20.
Yep, dirty 20.
Ooh, only 10 though. 7 slashing, 3 necrotic.
10. That one is still up after you slice through it, but it is definitely teetering back as you basically force it with massive impact. It tried to block it with its sword, and that was a bad idea. Just it flies back. Excellent. The other 2 skeletons that remain, one is actually going to charge towards Silas because Silas was flinging spells at it.
Oh.
So it is going to charge up to Silas and try to attack it with a short sword. Double natural 20s.
Jeez.
Great.
Aw.
I'm going to. Wait. Oh, actually, where's my shield? Plus 5 AC. Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield. Is it for one attack?
Shield isn't going to stop a crit. I think a crit
Yeah,
is an automatic hit no matter what.
That
Yeah.
appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You have plus 5 bonus to AC, triggering, including against the triggering attack. Yeah. Oh, it's up to you.
Yeah, I would still rule it a crit's still going to hit you even with a shield.
Okay, then I'm not going to.
Crit's an auto hit no matter what to me.
Okay.
So you take 12 points of piercing damage as it drives its scimitar into your flesh. And the other one's going to attack Scratches. And Scratches is going to use a reaction to do Defensive Duelist. And temporarily, his AC goes up by 3 as he deflects it with his rapier.
Ooh,
And says,
Swashbuckler's kind of nice.
"C'est touché." And that brings us to... And then Willow, it's your go.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna whack the closest skeleton to me.
The one that's closest is the one that's driving a sword into Silas right now.
Yeah, I'll hit that one.
Okay, you got it.
Let's do
10, unfortunately, is going to miss.
No.
You do have a little bit of movement left if you'd like to use it.
Can I flank it? Do I
Yeah,
have enough movement to do that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can get on the backside of it, sure.
Yeah.
Marlin, seeing Silas in trouble, rushes up and puts both hands on the skeleton's shoulder right in front of you, Willow, and is going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the skeleton, even though he's trying to grab it, is being shifty and dodges out of the way. And he's unable to strike the skeleton, bringing us back to the top of the order with Kopic.
Okay, so I've still got one kicking in front of me, right?
Yep. Looks pretty beat after that shot you just gave it.
Let's beat it some more.
Okay.
Going to swing ahead. Ooh, I don't think that's going to do it. That's an 11.
11, I don't think is enough to hit a skeleton. Let me double check, but I think it's not. Nope, it actually deflects it with a shield.
Now Kopic's just pissed off. How far is the next closest skeleton?
The next closest skeleton, probably about 20 feet.
Yeah, so Kopic's just going to take another swing at this one.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, that's
23.
That's gonna do it.
It'll be a total of 18. 10
You
and slash 8 and
lop its skull right off, and its body just falls into a heap in front of you.
Then running up to the next closest skeleton.
All right, you got
If
it.
it's engaged with somebody, I'll set myself up to flank them with it.
Okay, this is the one that's engaged with Scratches, so you get behind it.
Okay.
You got it.
Scratches looks like you can use a little distraction.
And that's perfect because it's Scratches' turn. And he's going to try to use his rapier against it again. Attacking with advantage, a 17 will hit. Or 11 piercing, and because he had advantage, he also can add his sneak attack. Which turns that skeleton to a pile of bones. As that skeleton is just like, it doesn't have eyes, but it can sense you moving around it, and just looks for just a split second to give Scratches a lunge attack towards its chest.
Oh, I wanted that one.
Is it called a Devon? Eh? And that does bring us to a missing Obu.
I think Obu's gonna light Silas on fire.
Silas, are you
Sounds
near
about
your
right.
computer?
Yeah, I'm here. Well, I'm just rocking the baby, but I'm here.
Okay, we'll go to your turn, and we'll come back to Obu's whenever she gets back.
Okay. I'm going to just look and find another one and Ray of Frost.
There's still that one that's standing right in front of you, trying to stab you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, do I get disadvantage because he's in melee? I can't remember.
Yeah, if you do a ranged attack, it will be disadvantaged.
Then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attack with my shock staff.
Nice.
So that is
You do have advantage because Willow is now flanking.
Okay.
Welcome.
I don't know if I have my shock staff in. Roll 20. Hang on. Two-handed. It's 1d8 bludgeoning. Did I do it?
Yeah, 22 is definitely gonna hit. Roll your damage.
22. I don't.
Yeah, you got advantage on the first one. There's a
Oh, that's
13 and
right.
22.
Okay.
Yep.
So. Psh. There you
6
go.
points of damage is enough.
Yeah.
It shatters into a pile of bones in front of you.
Sweet.
Blitz,
That's it for me.
can you go for me real quick? I have to get my cousin upstairs.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh no,
You
no
should
worries.
have access to Obu's sheet. You should be able.
I
to
can't
see
see her sheet. All I can see is her bio and info.
it. Really? Okay.
Well, Willow has pretty much the same spells.
I mean, well, we know she has produce flame.
Yeah.
Produce flame, do it.
There's one
Oh.
damaged. There's only one damaged skeleton left.
And it's ranged from her, right?
It is.
She's gonna produce
Okay,
flame.
so yeah, we'll just have her do a produce flame.
Okay, here, let me pull. I'll pull up Obu's produce
Hold on,
flame.
I've got
I'll
it
roll.
pulled up from their prior
Okay,
roll.
I
It's a
rolled it.
d20 plus 7.
Yep, 19 is a hit, and 11 damage is plenty to scorch this skeleton. And this skeleton falls into the sand. And you guys are out of initiative order, as it seems like all of these skeletons have been quickly dealt with.
What is it? Midday? Like what?
Yeah, it's kind of like late afternoon, maybe like 5-6 o'clock ish for these.
Okay.
I'm
Are
gonna take
we-
you out of initiative?
Are we doing
And-
the best thing by going into the island at night?
It's fine.
Fine.
It's midday. If we just keep running, it can't be that. I mean, look, this only took us what, 10, 12 seconds?
Yes, but this is a really big island.
All right, so we just got to keep running, full speed.
You have more endurance than 2 turtles and a halfling with legs half as long, a quarter as long as yours. So, it's fine. It's fine.
As you guys are having this conversation, Marlin just looks at both of you. Looks back at you, Captain's like, hey, embrace the chaos. And that's where we're going to end today's
Oh.
episode of Dirty 20.
Embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos.
I have created a monster.
Yes, you have. That's all your fault.